have this connected. Are you live?
We're off, yep.
Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the Most Underrated Podcast. You already know, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dow Palantonio, chilling across from me.
Hey,
New beard in the building, man.
Who
Some of you guys
dis?
saw on social media this morning. I had to come in fresh. So if you're not watching on YouTube, not familiar, had to trim the beard up a little bit. Sorry for the late start today. We kind of got in here and got things going a little bit late. But we finished the wall. Cut to the Dow shot real quick, Jalal. Look at this. Look at the wall behind Dow Palantonio, man.
Yeah, no more white walls.
Finally got some shit going on here. Let me get some applause. There we go. Look at that. Looking good. We're making some upgrades here in the studio.
Trying.
Thank you to everybody that has come through and joined us in the chat today. I see quite a few of you are already in. T-Mobile, Solmax, DL Kicks, Chris J, Mish Mustakis, Anna Choff, Connor. What up, bro? Did someone just knock on the door?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. During the show. Oh, look at it. I think they're bringing pliers. That was like, yeah, just come on
I
through.
got pliers.
Oh, you already got the pliers.
Yeah, I don't need no pliers.
Should we answer the door or no? Actually, I think it's my Amazon package. Go check it out, Jalal.
Goodness sakes.
Look at that.
Way to start a show.
And it's not stopping. So no, yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Welcome in. Look at this. Now I'm getting a call.
Oh, jeez. This is too much.
It's my brother who just ironically the other day called and said, "Hey, what time do you guys do the show?" I said, "Hey, man, noon to 2, Mondays and Thursdays."
Yeah.
Is it Monday?
It is Monday.
Is it Thursday? It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Doing the show noon to 2. All right.
Maybe that's what he's calling to say, hey, good luck on the show.
I get.
But I'm doing the show.
Maybe. Yeah. How are you going to answer during the show?
I like the beard, man. You know what? It's made you a little bit younger.
That's what my girl said. She came home last night. So
Definitely have a younger look.
She was out hanging out with her mom and doing some family stuff on Sunday. Obviously, I'm watching games.
Right.
I'm doing some prep for the show. And, dude, it was just bugging me. It had been bugging me all weekend. Like, it was starting to get to the point where there's like all the split ends, and it just feels scraggly, and it feels like you just need a little bit of a fresh start.
Totally.
You just need something to do something different. And on the camera, it's weird. It kind of, because that blonde in there, it kind of looks like little specks of gray. There's definitely not gray, but it kind of looks like, you see it right here?
Yeah.
Kind of looks a little grayish, but yeah, man, it's shorter. I had to kind of start fresh. I was going to go baby smooth and go.
Oh, don't do that.
And go really, really fresh. And I was like, man, that might be a little bit crazy. And also, we're going on the cruise in January. Holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
Family pictures and shit. I can't be looking. I can't be looking in the super grow back stage.
Be looking like an Abercrombie model.
Right.
Not good.
I can't be doing that when that goes on in the super grow back stage. And then, so now, yeah, this is nice. I feel like it gives me it gives me a chance to restart, a chance for me to get my freshness on and upgrade.
Gotcha. Chris J says, just like the Hotel Vegas room, our interruption. Remember that back in the day?
Hilarious.
Yeah,
Dude,
Chris
he had
J.
he didn't care about nothing. I was like, dude, we're live right now.
Who was it?
It was the guy trying to fix the thermostat.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, you're live. Okay, can I fix the thermostat? I'm like, bro, we're literally live right now. Like, we cannot do this right now.
That'd have been great content.
That would have been great content. Hey, come in, man. Hey, take the Supreme mat down. Move the shelves out of the way. Oh, you got to get some work done right now? You got to get some
Whatever
stuff
you need, sir. We'll move for you.
Didn't we put that order in like 2 weeks ago?
No, I just talked to Eric, the property manager, this morning, man.
Yeah.
I did. I was trying to get hammers.
We did talk to someone a couple weeks ago, but then, today he just came through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today we finally have some stuff moving. If you guys know, we've been having heat issues in here, but today is the first day I feel like it's been decent, and maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm a little less heated without the beard.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm hot as hell, and it may be because I had my old school Boost God hoodie. Did you see that? This was one of my favorites.
Looks good on you,
man.
dude.
It's one of my favorites that he did.
Looks really good on you. Ironically enough, I put on Sting. Look what just came on right now. The song in the background, the song Juice WRLD sampled. So let's just start there.
Yeah,
we'll get into the weekends. We'll get into all the other stuff here in a little bit. Let's start with the Juice WRLD shit, because that's kind of where the
just took over.
Yeah, the show just took us. The show just took us there. I'm not super familiar. I know a little bit about Juice WRLD, not a ton. Me and Jalal and I were actually talking about him the other day because of the copyright issues that we had with Supreme and all that stuff. Jalal was like, "Oh, dude, we could end up like Juice World." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, Juice World made no money off of his first project because there was so many samples and everyone just killed him on it." And then,
Well, yeah, just off that single, because like we were looking at it, it was 85% that
Yep.
Sting took.
Yep.
85% of that record.
Crazy.
85% of Juice World, like Sting owns that. It's wild. Love Lucid Dreams.
and
That's
this is the song in the background is the actual Sting version of the song he sampled on that record. Now, let me bring you in. Let me catch you up to speed if you're unfamiliar. Juice World was an up and coming rapper that passed away from a seizure on Sunday morning. It looks like early Sunday morning
yeah, in Chicago, coming home off of his private jet.
at the airport.
Yes.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he was
Chicago,
taken.
Midway.
Oh, yeah, Midway.
And then he was taken to obviously a local hospital from there.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about with Juice World. If you're unfamiliar, I'm not very familiar with the man's music, so you guys catch me up a little bit. Other than him using the Sting sample for his biggest hit, I think everyone would. There's no argument here. This is Lucid Dreams is his biggest. Was
Yeah.
his biggest hit.
yeah.
Had the Sting sample in it. We'll get back to that in a second, but fill me in. Run me down a little bit. How long has he been in the game? How many projects has he put out? What's up with the guy?
Well, here's a little of what I know, and I would like to bring the expert, Mr. Jalal, in here in a second, but I knew nothing about this guy, and I don't know where I was during your guys' conversation, because this sounds like an interesting conversation.
I don't remember where you were either.
You know, copyright, that type of stuff. I'd like to be involved with something like that, but
Yeah.
sorry I wasn't. That being said, I didn't know anything about this individual, and I think that's what makes it a little bit more interesting to kind of go back and learn something, you know, from this big tragedy. I think this is a tragedy in most people's eyes. So this young guy, Juice World, he got his start through SoundCloud. So I don't know, you know, how familiar you are, but SoundCloud obviously came about, you know, around 2008, where we were looking up, you know, and a lot of these trap style rappers, you know, doing these mixtapes, getting onto SoundCloud, and then getting signed either by Interscope Records was a big one that signed a lot of SoundCloud artists. That sounds like where he got started around the age of 15. You know, a lot of his songs, you know, was really about death, drugs, and heartbreak. And I think what people, like his audience and the people that really fucked with him, I think they really kind of understood his transparency through his lyrical sayings. And you know, he actually lived what he rapped about. It wasn't something about, you know, bitches and hoes and the rings and the Rolexes and all of that. This guy dealt with a lot of issues, and he put a lot of his issues with anxiety, with his pills that he took and all of this. And he really put it out there for his audience to really kind of understand. And man, it was believable. I don't know if I'm kind of speaking the truth here, Jalal, but is that, as a fan,
Yeah.
am I kind of hitting the spot there?
Yeah, man, spot on. Like he was very transparent with everything, with depression, like you said, with anxiety. I just saw something online, but it looks like it's gone. There's a lot of stuff that's getting reported that seems like it might be misinformation or something.
Right.
Because I'm seeing stuff go up, like Academics just posted something and then he deleted it. But yeah, man, it's a super huge tragedy. Like Juice World, like you said, I think we were talking about the sampling thing. He didn't really prepare for it to blow up. Like he says in a lot of interviews that he made the song in 15 minutes.
Right.
He put it on SoundCloud and then it started taking off, hit the Billboard charts. So at that point, like you have to go backwards and go and clear the sample and figure out how to do that.
Almost like chase
and you
your
have
tail,
no leverage, because if you're going to Sting and he's like, oh, it's already doing you know, these numbers, do you want to keep it going? Give me 85% is what
crazy.
is what Sting comes to him and says.
And he has to accept that, right?
Yeah, because either that or you kill the song.
But at the same time, wouldn't you? That's what you and I had talked about. Jalal and I got into this combo over Juice WRLD, and I'm like, well, what would you do? And I'm like, with the Supreme shit, I want Supreme to sue us. I don't care, dude. I'm going to continue creating art just like the way we've done with the vlog. I battled copyright for the vlog, dude. We've talked about that. Battling back and forth with copyright and with issues. And switch camera, Jalal, my bad. I'm about to go on a story. So we talked about that, and it looks like he is on the same situation. It looks like Juice WRLD is in the same boat where he was like, I don't care. I don't care what happens. I just want to create the art. I just want to put out this art the way I want it. That's the same way we've kind of done with the vlog, and some of our shit got demonetized. Some videos with big time views demonetized. And it's just, at the end of the day, whether you're looking to, I would love to blow up off YouTube, love to blow up off this shit. But think about it. He's still getting 15% of that record. And that's better than zero, dude.
That's better than
nothing.
canceling
That's
it.
better than just not putting it out at all. And do I think it's a little crazy? Sting's doing 85. Yeah, it's a little nuts.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're Sting, the album or the record wouldn't have been birthed without that sample, without him. So he is almost the backbone of it. And we saw that a lot in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of people got away with certain stuff back in the day. But we even saw it as recently as Robin Thicke with the sampling issues back and forth there.
With Pharrell?
Yeah. With the Marvin Gaye, Marvin Gaye's kids battling over Blurred Lines.
Yep.
On there, they lost. They had to pay huge money, Robin Thicke and Pharrell. So the percentage points are crazy. Now, back to Juice WRLD. Was that his first project that he put out this year? Did he have mixtape shit?
No, he had a couple. So his career kind of took off pretty quick. So he had the first project. I think Lucid Dreams was on a project called Goodbye and Good Riddance.
Okay.
And so pretty soon after that, he did a project with Future. Future and Juice WRLD. World on Drugs is what it was called. So that was like a collab mixtape with him and Future. They did that together.
Yeah.
That was like 6 months after his first project dropped.
Yeah.
And then just recently he dropped another project.
That's the one that
Death Race for Love. That was 2019.
That was 2019, yep.
Talk about the Future stuff for a second, because I'm seeing on social media multiple people accusing Future of being the reason that we've had a lot of drug deaths in the hip-hop game over the past year or two. A lot of young MCs are dying based from drugs and pills and all this, and lean especially.
Well, Future has a huge influence, we could say.
Why is Future getting blamed?
Future has had some interviews where he says he doesn't even partake in some of those things.
Yeah.
So it's like I think he has a huge responsibility to the next generation, that if he's not involved in that stuff, or even if he is using it, to tell them like not to do that. But I think he had a huge influence on Juice WRLD and a lot of the new school. And it's like, man, people used to, if you go back to Jay-Z, he used to rap about selling drugs to people, and now it's like people are rapping about using drugs, and that's the cool thing,
right?
Like it's cool to pop pills, and cool to do lean, and it's like I feel like there is some blood on these people's hands, on Future's hands, and on a lot of the artists that are promoting this lifestyle and putting it on merch and making it seem like it's cool. Like if you do it and you say, hey, this is a problem that I have, and it's not something that I think other people should be doing, but he doesn't like actively go out there and speak against it. Or do anything to affect them in the other direction. Is
Future still doing lean? Is he still doing drugs? Is he still doing all that shit at the clip he was?
I don't know if anybody knows for sure.
But he's not saying that he's not, is what you're saying.
Well, and a lot of people are kind of going back to Future has been known to do drugs and to do lean, especially. And now whether he's doing it now, we don't really know, right? But it sounds like when they did that collaborative project, there was probably some of that going on, and people, when somebody passes, people are really trying to connect the dots as to where did it start from. Just like you are you pregnant or you're not? Where did this initially start, and how did it get us to where we're at today? And I think there are some heavy ties right now with Juice WRLD and Future, and especially with some of the drugs. Now we can't say which ones or how heavy, but it sounds like during this time of this collaborative project, that's when it's been known that Juice WRLD was kind of on this lean train. And that's what we do know. Now, do we know if it was Future's fault, do influence, all that? Irrelevant. But that's where a lot of this started. And, we don't know the exact, we just know he had a seizure, and we know that Juice WRLD has had no epileptic seizures previous to that. There's none of that history within him. So this was kind of surprising. This was super surprising. This was super out of the blue, and was not expected. So people are really trying to say, what they think, and that's why we have to really be careful until we actually hear from the medical professionals as to what happened. But man, this is a big one, I think, for these young kids. It's interesting, and no shade here, but when I first heard Juice WRLD yesterday, when I tuned in to kind of figure out who this guy was and what his project sounded like, damn, you could have fooled me and said I thought I was listening to Post Malone.
Really?
I really did, man. I think there's a lot of similarities with that. And then as I delved deeper into Juice WRLD's music, what I found was, the drugs, the heartbreak, the transparency, like we kind of talked about. God, as I look even further into the collection, which I kind of did and went pretty heavy yesterday, God, it's now that he's passed, it's almost like he almost forecasted his death. if you look at his catalog. You know, he talks a lot about death and, you know, the prescriptions and trying to, you know, get past this and using drugs as an outlet to get past this stuff in his head. And, you know, he talks about in one of his songs, he talks about the death of 27s, right? You know how you had like a bunch of artists like Janis Joplin, you know, Kurt Cobain, I think Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon, a lot of these, Jimi Hendrix, a lot of these individuals died at 27, and he even talks, he references a lot to death. He references a lot to, you know, people that he looked up to, his influences, and God, now that he's gone, it's almost like he forecasted his own time. Like he said he would never live, you know, past 21 as part of his lyrical swing.
Well, I saw him talk about that in an interview. You know, that song on Legends, he was it was a tribute to like X and Lil Peep and all these guys. So he kind of said like, well, I'm not foreshadowing that for myself. I'm just saying like, you know, it's the reality is that a lot of us aren't making it past 21. I mean, X died at 20 and Peep, I don't even know how old he was, but he kind of explained it that way. But yeah, there are a lot of lyrics that are just kind of, you know, you could say putting that out into the world.
Chris J said Future apologized last year to Juice WRLD for introducing him to drugs. I saw that Juice WRLD, when I was doing a little research as well, I saw that he began drinking lean in like 6th grade. So I don't know that Future, I mean, maybe Future got him into pills.
Sure.
I saw that it's, he began drinking lean in 6th grade and using Percocets and Xanax in 2013.
It's not that Future like put him on. It was like, here, try these pills. I think it was more of like the influence.
The
like,
vibe,
through the music and all that.
Right.
Maybe led him to try it. You can't really say it's completely Future's fault.
Sure.
I don't know if he really apologized. The statement that Juice WRLD said was that he said he was just like, wow, he kind of apologized. Like, it doesn't really seem like a lot to me.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's interesting.
I got an interesting story about Juice WRLD. So I found this to be kind of cool. So Juice WRLD had a bunch of influences as he was up and coming. And when he was in 5th grade, when he kind of started like getting into music, he met this girl. And he just over Twitter and had this crazy crush. And this is a 5th grade crush, right?
Yeah.
You know, and he ends up finding out that this girl just loves this band, Black Veil Brides, which is like this kind of heavier metal band, you know. And you know, he didn't know who the hell that was. So obviously he started getting into it to try to, you know, win this lady over that he had this crush on. So kind of learned their whole discography and all that stuff, and finally had the courage to, you know, go up to her and say, you know, hands her a note and says, hey, you know, do you like me? Yes or no? Circle one. And she circles no. And this is what really got him into music, you know, that he obviously tried to earn the right of a female companion here and, you know, go on a date or whatever it was. And that was kind of what got him into music, man, is, you know, this way to kind of cope with things. And when things don't go your way, you know, I can put it all into music and learn all this stuff, and maybe I can get some women, maybe I can't in the future. But that's what kind of got him into music, which I thought was kind of a cool story, man, because we've all been there. Man, I've tried more than just music to you know, win the love of a couple ladies in my day, you know what I mean? But that was kind of a cool story, man, how that all came. But again, what makes Juice WRLD, in my opinion, as I started looking at his whole collection yesterday, is, I mean, dude, he's been influenced like from bands like Panic at the Disco, Black Veil Brides, Killswitch Engaged, which is one of my favorite metal bands of all time, Escape the Fate, which is like a screamo band. So you can see kind of where this, you know, a lot of these bands talk about some of these same things in different ways, but you can really hear those influences. And obviously Sting,
obviously,
you know,
with the
sample,
with the music he's sampling. Do you know how he got into? Do you know why he was more rock influenced?
I'm not totally for sure on that.
So his mom, he's from a single mother, just him and his older brother. She wouldn't let him listen to hip hop. She was religious. Right. She was conservative.
Because he said something about being a bastard son in one of his lyrics, I think, actually, if I remember correctly. I was listening to all this yesterday, but yeah.
So, he was not allowed to listen to hip hop, so he would play video games. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, dude, specifically mentions Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, where he found some of the bands that you just mentioned. Yeah. And he was like, well, my mom's not going to let me listen to hip hop. He just started getting that music.
That's
and
sweet.
Listening to that music predominantly around the house. And he said he would listen to hip hop here and there. You could kind of sneak around. Yeah. But that was the music that he really got into. And that kind of takes us into where we're going to go next. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Sting sample, we talked about Sting owning 85% of the record. Lucid Dreams, his biggest record, that dropped in 2017. That's kind of the song that really pushed him to the forefront and grew his following. We have some interesting comments here from Sting talking about that.
Are you familiar with Lucid Dreams?
Of course I am.
From Juice WRLD. And what are your thoughts on that song?
I love that version. I mean, that song's been covered easily 50 times, maybe more. But that's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. I really liked it.
So your version of Shape of My Heart on my songs, what does it sound like?
It's a bit influenced by that, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, it sounds modern in that sense, but it's the original song. So.
Do you remember the first time you heard Lucid Dreams?
Yeah.
Did you hear it on the radio, or did someone say, "Sting, you got to listen to this. Someone's sampling you"?
No. They asked for my my blessing.
So they got your blessing.
They got my blessing.
Okay.
You're good with those kinds of, with seeing what people do with
totally.
with your
I'm
tracks,
totally
yeah.
open to hearing what people do with that as a basis. You know, it's exciting to hear that, and I'm always surprised and always pleased.
So look at that. He did give him his blessing, but for 85%.
85%, of course he got his blessing.
That's his blessing.
He's like, yeah, I was pleased. I was pleased with my cut of the song.
Yeah.
No shit, right?
So it's funny. It's funny because
that's good.
In that same interview, he also added that the song, which reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, will, in quotes, put my kids or my grandkids through college. So of course he's really happy. 85%.
I'm going to play the differences really quick. Now we got to keep talking so we don't get clipped for copyright.
Yeah, no doubt.
But here is here's kind of the Sting version.
It's beautiful.
Very beautiful. Kind of sounds like some Spanish flamenco. You got with the little shaker in the background. Very nice.
That's me. I'm going to bring the shaker instead of this damn cymbal.
Here's
somebody donates. We'll do a shaker.
That would be bad.
And here's what Juice WRLD did with it. All right, that's how Sting kind of ends it there. There you go. So, just took that riff.
Did I hear the Nextel pager in there?
You might have heard a ringtone.
I might have.
You might have heard the boost.
Yeah.
Chirp. Yeah, you might have heard Migos in the background with an ad-lib.
Yeah.
Did you know Migos stole their ad-libs from the Nextel phones? From the chirp joints? It's the call I can't miss. Come on, bro. So there you go. There's the differences between Sting sample, Juice WRLD sample, obviously what he thought of it. RIP to Juice WRLD, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the dude was so young that there's not a crazy catalog there. And you have no idea like what the future was. What did the future hold from him? Was he going to be somebody that was he going to be somebody that was just blows up huge in the game, similar to a Travis Scott, and goes to this next level where you're just out of this world famous? The tours are insane. The size of the tours are insane. The brand recognition, your brand power, collabing with other brands. Was he going to go there? Was it going to be? It's just really interesting to think about. It's sad, honestly. It's sad to think about.
Well, for me, what I think is, we look at kind of what is he going to end up being? What is his, what is he going to be remembered as? And I think that's still to come. I was reading yesterday, again, getting an introduction into this individual, going for about 3 to 4 hours. It sounds like the last few weeks and last even couple months, he has been pretty much sleeping in the studio. So I think what we have to come with him, records, tracks in the future, man, this guy's is sitting on a lot of music. And the interesting thing about Juice WRLD, one other take is, did you know he didn't really write? He freestyled.
Oh, kind of like Jay-Z style?
About 90% of what he did was all freestyle. And the reason he did that, he was very passionate about this, was he didn't want to overthink anything. If he wrote things and then had it on paper, he thought that he would overthink that and redo it, and it would lose some of the potency and the originality. So he was really, really keen on freestyling. And I can't think any more of a person when they can freestyle and be that smart, that witty, coming off the dome. So respects, man. And
I think it's just like any skill. The more you do it, the better you get at it. But I can totally understand where he's coming from, where you do it in the moment and it's authentic and you want that vibe. We've struggled with that. Not struggled, but we've dealt with that with the vlog, with the things we're doing. Sometimes the funniest shit happens and the camera's not on and it's so disappointing and you try to recreate it and it's just not there.
It's not.
It just doesn't work the way it did. And so we had to adjust, and it's like, we got to have a camera rolling. We've always got to have something going on because there's just too much stuff that happens, and you try to recreate it, and it's just not that. And I think that's, to him, that would be recreating his art, writing it down, performing it, doing it all once, then going to book studio time. Where for me, I was on the total opposite end. I was trying to perfect it. I wanted it to be something else, but I also didn't have the liberty of working with an insanely talented engineer who I knew was going to be able to take this to where I wanted it to be. I felt like I had to create that, then go in the studio and be ready, have everything ready for them.
Sure.
Rather than I can just go in there, do my thing, free flow, and it's a whole process as a collective. I was buying studio time and just paying an engineer. I think it's a lot different these days. I think these younger kids build teams. They build and they come up with an engineer that's their same age, or a beat producer. You were telling me about the kids you were working with, Jalal.
If you're paying studio time, you can't sit there and work out a song, really.
Right.
Most people don't have the luxury of that. I'm sure he did. But
and that's what I was doing because I wanted professional quality, and it just wasn't there yet. I guess I would say you can get professional quality in your crib these days. Back when I was kind of doing it, you could get good quality, but not, it was a big difference from home studio to when I went and actually got the shit mixed and mastered in a real recording studio.
Totally.
It was just a completely different vibe. But crazy, man. R.I.P. to Juice WRLD.
What you said about like he was sleeping in the studio, it's kind of interesting. A lot of people were criticizing the label, and I somewhat agree. Even Lil B was just like, man, these labels will work you to death, and like they know that their artists are on drugs and they're not like doing anything to help them, and they're almost happy when they die, so they can just take all their catalog and their streaming numbers go up and stuff. And it's like there's a lot of responsibility on the labels too. I mean, they're sending their artists out on tour, and they're trying to get them to pump out music, once every 6 months or so, and just stay consistent with it. And they see, like, it wasn't a secret that he was on Percocets and all kinds of other pills and stuff, but they didn't really step in at
monitor
any
him,
point
right?
And be like, yo, I think you need to take a break.
Hey, Lil Wayne made it. He was doing the same shit when he was touring. He made it. He's fine. Wayne didn't die.
And maybe people just think like because you're so young, you can kind of
Resilient.
live that lifestyle for a while before it catches up to you. But man, with pills, I don't know. I saw it with
Drew.
Quick.
I saw it with Drew. Working at Certified, dude. The dude I used to work with, the creative guy there, man. Working with Drew, seeing the dude every single day for the 6 months or 4 months, whatever it was, we worked together. It felt like I was closer to that guy than anyone in that period of time. Not someone I've known even a big chunk of my life, or even any chunk of my life. Someone I knew for months, a period of months, and then he was gone like that from drugs. And it was just so weird. Same thing, dude. 22 years old.
It's crazy.
22-year-old kid. And I remember being young, and I didn't start smoking weed till late, man. I didn't start smoking weed till my late 20s. I never was into drugs. I never really did drugs. I never drank or anything. And it took me a while to really get into that, but still, I never rocked with pills. I never really messed with pills or anything, because I was the guy that, man, if I took an aspirin, I took a couple Advil with a vitamin or something, I was freaked out. I was like, whoa, are we sure this is okay? We mixing some shit? What's going on here? Yeah, dude, like whatever it was, I was over paranoid because I grew up in a family that came from drugs. Yeah. A lot of grandmas, grandpas, uncles, aunts, people in my family died early from drug use, different kinds of drug use, alcohol, every kind of addiction you can think of in the drug game. So I was very, plus having a father that dealt drugs, I was very like, I need to stay away. I need to not let that be a part of my shit and mess me up. I need to not end up like these people in the dirt before they're 60.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Well, and I know Lil Wayne, you speak of him, dude, that guy's had some health issues with some of this, whether it's been the lean, whether it's been the pills, whether it's been the drugs. He's had a couple like seizures and a couple hospital stints as well, if I'm correct.
But Wayne, I think mostly it was the lean.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit more of a trajectory with lean. Like maybe you can get away with that for longer, but pills, man, I don't know.
Pills are bad, man. No doubt.
Pills are, that just reminded me of?
Pills are bad. Okay.
Remind me of Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
pills are good.
Oh, yeah.
Pills are good. Take your pills. And they're like patting him on the, and they're giving him rat poison.
After they had the jalapeno.
After they had the burger. You like your pills. Pills are good.
Squirting mustard.
Mustard. Yeah. Oh, geez. Let me catch up on a few of these comments. There's a lot about Juice WRLD. I'm not going to get to every single one, but I think there are some comments that add to the conversation here. I'm not sure if this is true or not. I know we've seen a bunch of different reports, but Chris J, this morning reports came out. They seized over 70 kilograms of weed, also found codeine as well as pills. Their friends were on the plane with him and confirmed he had taken multiple pills.
So TMZ is reporting that
right now.
Actually, they're just. I didn't really want to bring it up because, it's just like friends are saying something, so it's like you don't really know.
We'll probably know more on
That's what
Thursday
TMZ
show.
is reporting. Like they did find. There's a picture too of about 70 pounds of marijuana on the flight.
Neighborhood echoing kind of what you guys were talking about. He was one of the few trap rappers who actually knows how to freestyle and spit bars. He may have the appearance of a SoundCloud rapper, but he's very smart and talented.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Lots of info on him. I thought this was interesting. Connor, Juice WRLD has a tweet on his Twitter from 4/25/2017 that says, "My goal is to be famous, shine for a couple years, then fake my death." End quote. Interesting, right? Interesting. Fail Beast. I never heard of this fool until yesterday. I thought Juice WRLD was a place to buy a smoothie.
I hate to laugh.
I knew that would pop you, Dal.
It's, Fail Beast and I. We get it.
Chris J says, No Jumper says that he was sitting on over 1,000 songs. So I'm sure we'll hear a lot more. I mean, we just
1,000 songs? I don't even think I made 1,000 songs total. I know I didn't make no 1,000 songs. I made a few hundred, but
dude, the rumor is this guy lived in the studio, and again, probably from label pressures and things of that nature. But he lived in the studio, no doubt.
Wayne has Brett Pollock. Wayne's had a ton of seizures though. Just managed to stay alive. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I think. I don't know how that guy's still alive. Like, with all the stuff he went through, all the seizures he went through, and then he picked up skateboarding all of a sudden at like 27.
And created his own skateboard brand.
I know.
Do you remember Truck Fit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, that was Wayne's brand.
Just crazy, dude. Just
Truck
crazy.
Fit. I had some Truck Fit.
Joyner Lucas just tweeted about Juice WRLD. This is from Black Prez. Juice WRLD was 21, a product of our generation of rappers who glorified drugs and made it cool. I'm blaming y'all N-words for this shit. All the lean pills N-words glorify and talk about. You teaching kids to do it, shaking my head. You happy now. R.I.P. Juice WRLD, gone too soon. That was from Joyner.
Wow.
Holy shit. Dude,
I don't understand why people feel the need to
blame,
do stuff like that after people pass. Like
at a time like
this. It's gone. It's done.
Gold Link talking about Mac Miller and stuff. And being, it's just like once they pass, man, and they're not there to defend themselves, like I don't see why you feel the need to like go at somebody that can't defend themselves.
Jump on them for their decisions or whatever happened. Yeah. Exactly. No, I totally agree. And unless, I understand it in instances where the person was just a piece of shit.
If Joyner's somebody said Joyner's talking about Future. If that's the case, because Future can respond. So that's another.
That would make way more sense.
Yeah.
That would make a lot more sense. Interesting stuff, man. I'm sure we'll find out more as the coming days go on and move forward. But let's catch up on. We kind of jumped into that right off the rip. Let's catch up on the weekends really quick, Dal. Tell me what happened. Why we were supposed to have a party for you Saturday night? Why didn't we have that party? What happened? We were supposed to get together. We were going downtown. You know the old spaghetti factory, Jalal?
Yeah,
dude. It's not around anymore. Did you know they closed it down?
I haven't heard about it in a while. So
all right, so it closed down September. That was the last time you could go. They shut it down for good. And I think this has happened a couple times before. It's shut down, and it's an old train station here in Denver that they made into a spaghetti factory. It's called the Old Spaghetti Factory. Well, it was a legend. It was a staple here in Denver. It got shut down, and they put a putt-putt course inside, a putt-putt golf facility inside the Old Spaghetti Factory. So I've heard. Not seen it, just heard about it. Pretty excited to check it out. Saturday night for Dal's birthday. We had some coordination going on. His lady hit me up, said, "Hey, Dal would like you to be a part of this." I said, "Are you sure? Guy sees me every fucking day. Are you sure?" She said, "Yes, wants you and your lady to be a part of it. We're ready to go." What happens? I just set the stage for you.
Man, I don't
even know what happened.
I was so excited. I know we saved it for the cast, right? Man, I was so excited. That day started off so well. Saturday, good to go. Muzz and I were going to come by the studio, finish up the wall. I had to finish up the wall by myself this morning. So then that kind of put an evil step in it. But got back to the house. Dog is sicker than you wouldn't believe.
Uh-oh.
Our little puppy had thrown up between 8 and 9 times.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I've never seen anything like it. She couldn't eat. She wouldn't drink. Dude, I thought we might lose her. Like, it was pretty damn serious, man, because the dog, she just couldn't keep anything down. Nothing, dude, whatsoever. So
wait, sorry. How old's the puppy again?
the puppy is between 9 and 10 weeks now.
So when you first get a puppy, you know me, I haven't had dogs.
Yeah.
Is this normal? Do they usually have some kind of little, you got to get their shots. You got to, what's the routine here? You got to get their shots. You got to get them up on their stuff, but they can still have these little issues when they're a puppy, so you have to keep a real close eye on them, or
You
what?
do, yeah.
I wouldn't even know anything's wrong. I'm like, oh, the guy ate some fucking bad beans or whatever. He ate some crappy dog food.
It's got bad gas.
Yeah, I would not even think like, oh, this is serious.
Yeah. Dude, puppies, you got to be very, very careful.
Crazy.
So you get 2 vaccinations at 8 weeks when they're available for adoption.
Okay.
And then you have to have, they have to be a certain age before you can get the other 2 vaccinations, one of those being rabies, right? So they have to be a certain age, and there has to be a certain duration that goes past between these vaccinations. That being said, we've got 2 of the vaccinations when we picked her up on Saturday. So those were done. But because they don't have the rabies and the couple other vaccinations, they can't be or get around any other dogs. Or any other animals, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of contain them into your own structure, your own yard, front or back. But they can't, if they smell any other dog's poop, get into dog's waste, that kind of stuff. The fleas, the ticks, you've really got to kind of keep them almost quarantined for a little while till they have all their immunizations, right? Mm-hmm. Then puppies, because they eat everything. They want to chew on everything. It's just like a baby kid, right?
Gotcha.
Everything they put right in their mouth, right? And there are a lot of little things because of that can come about. For instance, here's what actually happened. So our dog was
This is serious.
So Saturday we took her into the vet, right? And luckily we already had the appointment, because there's no way you can get into a vet on Saturday if you don't already have an appointment. We already had an appointment to get the second set of vaccinations, right? So then we could take her out for walks and she could be around other dogs and everything. We're good to go. Nope. So we ended up having to change the appointment from a vaccination appointment to just a checkup. They were able to get her on some anti-nausea medication. They shot some fluids all up in her because she wasn't drinking or anything. And then they literally sent us packing. And with that, they said, here's the ER information, because we are shut down, right, after today, and we're not open Sunday. We're fucking freaked out.
Right.
So we did leave a stool sample, because there was she was able to drop a stool like earlier that night, and we got that sample because we had to take that anyways for the vaccinations. Well, they went ahead and diagnosed that, and we just found out this morning what she has. So she has a parasite called coccidia. And what this parasite causes is lethargicness, vomiting, and diarrhea. So now we have to have her on a new medication that we go get today, and she is starting to feel better this morning finally. So man, I didn't know if we were going to lose her. I didn't know if we are going to have to take her to the ER. Like, because a lot of times puppies get, they eat so many different things when they're puppies, and you don't know. You can't find everything because they're always into everything. That's the problem with a puppy.
Right.
So we thought maybe something got lodged in the intestines and we'd have to have an operation. You just don't know, when they can't pass anything, because she couldn't dump. Dude, it was a mess. So long story short, that's what she has. We've got medication now this morning. So we've got her on that. I think we'll be able to do the vaccinations by the end of this week, hopefully, so we can get her around other animals, other dogs. But getting back to the party, man, I was really upset. I wasn't upset at the dog. I wasn't upset at situations. Things happen. But as we've moved into here and quitting jobs and doing all this stuff, dude, I was really looking forward to not even celebrating me, just celebrating with you guys.
Yeah.
Celebrating with the crew, kind of getting my mind off of work, getting my mind off of all this transition, all these changes we've made, and just be us, right, for a little bit.
Right.
So there was this big mental thing that I kind of needed, but not only did I not get that, but my mental capacity got even worse, because now I had to care for a puppy and watch her like minute by minute. It was that intense for a little while, dude.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, man. But she, like I said, she's doing a little bit better today.
Bad Saturday night.
We have had the dog. We have had the puppy at the vet 4 times, and this past Saturday was our 2-week anniversary of having her.
Wow.
So not only is it a costly endeavor, but it's also been pretty.
Has it been this way with a lot of your dogs? Have you had sick issues when they're puppies or anything?
I've never had a puppy, really.
When I had a puppy, my family. I've never owned anything. I couldn't care for something. Are you kidding me? I'm a nutcase. So,
I'm a nutcase.
The Rottweiler we had a little Rottweiler, dude, and he got parvo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's bad news.
Bad. Yeah, he almost died.
That's one of the immunizations they give you right when you rescue the puppy. So, yeah.
He got parvo, and it was a nightmare. I was young. I don't really remember. I just remember he shitting all over, puking all over, almost died. And, yeah, dude, it could have been a lot worse. Neighborhood, glad you acted quick, Dal. Yeah, me too,
I appreciate it, neighborhood. Yeah, man.
Shit.
It was gnarly.
Could have been way worse. Let me transition really, really quickly. This is interesting. I don't want to talk about this in football or anything, but since we are going dogs, and we'll kind of move on here. Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Have you seen this situation? He's going to be honored as a captain, as a Legends captain at the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
That was a heck of a transition.
For the dogs, right?
Yeah.
Dogs. You see what I did there? I'll take shots. I'm not even trying to. It just is what it is. Okay, first of all, let me fill you guys in on what's going on. So that was announced. I was cool. Everything was fine. I was like, all right, cool. That's good shit. Lamar Jackson's having a crazy year. There's all these comparisons from Mike Vick to Lamar Jackson. We're talking about Lamar Jackson just not breaking Vick's record yet, but he was the second quarterback to ever rush for 1,000 yards in a season yesterday. Lamar Jackson, only the second quarterback in history to do that. Who's the first? Michael Vick. So I'm like, it makes sense. It makes sense. Then I see Sports Illustrated tweet out yesterday or the other day. It was like on the 7th. A petition with more than 200,000 signatures is going around calling for the removal of Michael Vick as the honorary pro football captain. I almost lost my shit.
Yeah.
I do a little bit more research. I see that this is now upwards of 400,000 signatures as of today.
Already?
As of like 4 hours ago, 400,000, which is bullshit, man. What are we talking about here, guys? We're talking about a guy that obviously made a mistake in life. Everyone knows what he did. I just transitioned from the dog into the mistake. We already know. Can the guy not just move on, live his life, and erase this? Not erase, but just move on from it.
Right.
The guy served his time. The guy did 18 months in a federal prison in Leavenworth, Kansas. That's not enough for you guys?
He followed the judicial system.
Right.
He did what he had to do.
He didn't get away with anything. He didn't get off scot-free. He didn't step away. He wasn't, I'm Mike Vick. I got this shiny.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, go talk about, there's a ton of people that are in the limelight right now on TV that have jobs as analysts that you guys watch every weekend that did worse shit or that had no consequences for what they did. And we're talking about a guy that served almost 2 years, dog, of his life in federal prison. Then he had to file bankruptcy.
Because he was suspended by the league and filed for Chapter 11.
Right. It's maddening to me.
Right.
I realize I went high voice a couple times there. I'm a little pissed off, to be honest.
And I'm a little different than you, right? With perspectives. Like, I am the biggest animal activist.
Totally,
I love animals.
Yeah,
Robin, oh my God. And when Robin and I were having this conversation over the weekend, because obviously we got to spend some more time with each other, not with our friends and family, unfortunately, on Saturday, we talked about this. And I said, babe, I see it both ways, but I'll tell you, don't blame Michael Vick. Blame people, because he followed the system.
Yeah, exactly. If
He
you don't
fell
think
into
that's
the
good
system.
enough,
like, what do you
I don't know what to tell
What do
you.
you want us to do? Like, he served his time for what he did. For what he did was wrong. Dude, I think he even donated. Like, I think he created a charity. I think all these different things. But, like, he followed the system. Like, he paid his dues. And I don't think it was cool. And I don't like what he did to Pitts. And Pitts already have a bad name. And he was the ringleader of all this. Yep. And he took all the scrutiny, but he served his time. And you need to let bygones be bygones and let him start over now. You know what I mean? Look at OJ out there. Now he's on Twitter, has his own Twitter account, and people have kind of forgave him because the judicial system said, here's what it is. Serve some time. Didn't even serve some time for the killings.
No.
He served time for other stuff,
He served
right?
time for robbing his own merchandise back.
Isn't that crazy?
But he didn't serve for what he really did.
For what he really did.
And that dude's out there, like you said, just doing whatever, running whatever. And you know what? It's almost funny. It's almost a joke.
Yeah.
The world has just made OJ into, it's just crazy OJ. And we just all just laugh it off.
Right.
And we just laugh at him. But now we have someone that's trying to do right, that's not a joke, that's not trying to be funny, that's not trying to make light of anything he did. We're talking about it. OJ wrote a book called What If I Would Have Done It? What in the hell are we? This is a man that this man is trying.
If I did it or
Yeah,
something.
if I did it.
What if I would have did it?
Here's
or,
what I would have done if
Yeah.
I did it. Like, dude, come on.
dude. And that guy is able to run around like normal. No petitions are stopping him from anything. Yeah, he's at.
Nobody's banned him from Twitter.
No, I'm not saying Mike Vick's banned from Twitter, but
Yeah.
for you to want him to distance himself, or the NFL to distance themselves from someone that set records in the league, that did a ton of stuff in the league, and then paid his dues outside the league. We're not talking about someone that got away with something. It was 21 months. I said 18. 21 months in a federal prison in Leavenworth, Kansas. Not to mention all the stuff he's done behind the scenes. All the stuff he's done behind the scenes with the animal organizations to say, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I messed up. Hey, I had it's a bad moment, dude. It's a lapse in judgment. It's an awful thing. But we all do dumb shit. We all do things that not all, but we've all done things that could be considered awful by some at certain periods of our life.
Right.
And I don't think we need to be exonerated. I don't think we need to be, I don't think we need to be discriminated against for the rest of our lives, especially once we've paid the penalty, the ultimate penalty, federal prison time. What else more does it get than that? Almost 2 years.
Yeah, for me, and this has to do with football, and I don't want to take away what he did to animals and how many lives he did affect in a negative way, but maybe you put a petition together if this had something to do with being an honorary dog something or other at the dog the dog world championships where they crown certain dogs every year for their looks and for all that.
Yes.
If
that won't be appropriate.
Yeah, if he's trying to be the head judge or something, or honorary judge at a place like that,
right?
I'd sign a petition. Get him out of there. Don't put him in an environment that he had struggles with in the past.
Right.
It's a relapse.
But
that just makes it sound funny.
Don't put him in that. I'll sign the petition on that. I'm cool with that. You're talking football. We're talking something that has nothing to do with dogs, nothing to do with animals. You're literally not letting somebody be forgiven. For something that they served.
You're just saying there's no forgiveness in the history of the world.
Yeah.
You should just be put in a hole.
Yeah.
You're
Do you
saying
guys really
that
think
person.
it's about the dogs? Let's just be real.
No.
Do you think the people that are signing this petition are dog lovers, or
I think there's some.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think there's some.
I think it's heated by a lot of animal activists. Absolutely.
I think it's. What do you think, Jalal? What are you implying?
I mean, I don't know.
Racial
I'm not. Yeah, racial stuff. I mean, I think it's just another opportunity to maybe tear down. You could just say somebody who's a figurehead, I guess, of the black community.
Yeah.
In that situation. That's
I
all.
can
I'm
see
just
that.
speculating.
I can see that stance.
Yeah.
I can see that stance.
It's 400,000.
400,000.
Yeah.
Over 400,000.
That many people are still pissed off about.
Yep.
I don't know.
Let me give you guys some breaking news. I need a breaking news. Like a little breaking news sounder. Steven Strasburg just re-signed with the Nationals for a record-breaking $245 million per ESPN's Jeff Passan.
Wow.
Crazy. Giving him the richest pitching contract in history with both teams in overall money both in terms of overall money and overall annual value. Strasburg entered the winter ranked as the number 3 free agent.
Wow.
In the pitching class.
Damn,
Now
that's a
he's come
bigger
out there.
contract than Verlander. What Verlander's contract was? 4 or 5 years ago?
I don't. His was huge. I don't remember what it was.
Damn.
But I know Garrett Cole's the big guy in this offseason. That's who the Yankees are going after. That's the big prospect there. But Steven Strasburg.
What was the money on that?
$245 million, dude. 7 years.
Gotcha.
7 years, $245 million. Pretty good, man.
Damn, that's really good.
World Series MVP, dude. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
He's World Series MVP.
Because the last one I saw was
pay him.
Justin Verlander. The Astros extended ace pitcher for 2 years at $66 million.
Oh, there's also breaking news in the Aussie Rugby League.
Uh-oh.
The Eels re-signed the Australian center Michael Jennings for 2 years.
Let's go.
Dude, I cannot
Eels.
wait to get that jersey.
Oh man,
Dude,
Fail
is it
Beast, you
just
got to
me?
send over some Eels gear, bro.
Is it just me or is the Aussie Rugby League move pretty fast?
Yeah,
Like every week there's a new signing.
Ah,
Where's the free agency deadline?
Right. That's hilarious. Is there anything I need to catch up here? Vic did the crime and did the time. Let him live. WTF, Thomas, did you light your beard on fire with that chain lighter, or did you lose a bet? Firing shots, Choner man. That is good shit. Oh, you know what? Give his AP. Give me a thing. AP. Give us $2 earlier.
nice.
To start out the cast.
Thanks, AP.
To play red and yellow. We're not going to play red and yellow, but we'll take the $2, AP. Thank you, bro. And now to CP. No, bro, you missed at the top of the show. I had to trim it up. I had to start fresh. I just had to start fresh. I was going to go just a little bit of a trim, and then as I went more and more, I was like, I need to really get the dead, I don't know, dude. It was just, I needed a fresh start, man. Mm-hmm. I just needed a fresh start. I want to get it going before the holidays and freshen it up. We need to stop. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, the same thing I just said. Word, the guy did his time. Not only did he serve, but he's been doing his part with the community.
Do you guys have any speculation about how the NFL will react?
I think no. I don't think the NFL will do anything. Yeah. I think they'll continue to move along with if the NFL reacts to that in a way that if they pull Vic out of there, or if they even acknowledge it, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to. You're a private organization. You can do whatever the hell you want. If they don't want to watch, turn the channel. 400,000 people, bye. We're doing millions.
Still doing numbers.
The Sunday night game's doing 15 million.
Well, and I think the NFL has thought about relinquishing the Pro Bowl anyways.
Right.
You know, so I don't think they're gonna react anyway.
Nah, dude, I don't think so.
You're not gonna hear anything.
And damn it, I just had the list and I just closed it of the other people he was going in, or the other captains. It was Terrell Davis, Bruce Smith, Michael Vick, and someone else. I just closed the list. I can't find it. Anyway, let's move on from the Vic stuff. The Lizzo, Dallas.
Yes.
I have some audio from Lizzo. Let me just hear the audio because I don't even know what's going on right now.
Okay.
She's courtside at the Lakers Timberwolves game.
Yeah.
And in the video clip, it looks like LeBron's approaching her.
She got a little hungry, let's say.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Let me hear this video clip from Lizzo.
I'm personally cheering for number 32. Carl Anthony Towns? Mm-hmm. That's your guy? That's my baby. Okay. You know him? Nope. Not yet. New man on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Is that tight?
That's pretty fire.
You know what? I didn't like Lizzo until that interview.
That is good.
Because all you do is see a bunch of white girls dancing to it at weddings.
Right.
And for that,
right.
I'm out.
If you're unfamiliar, that's a line from Truth Hurts.
Yep.
New man on the Minnesota Vikings is the actual song. But she
is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was her song.
That is her song. Oh my God, you guys are killing me.
Oh, that's
here.
what she said.
No, I
okay. I haven't heard a single.
I didn't know
Lizzo
she's
song.
Minnesota Vikings though.
Dallas.
I guess I didn't know that.
Well, you haven't listened to the song.
Nah, try not to.
Right. So yeah, that's what the real song says. I don't know what it rhymes. She rhymes something, and then that's the second part.
Right.
No man on the Minnesota Vikings.
That's cool.
Yeah, but so she just kind of flipped it there. That
With
was
the
funny.
Timberwolves. Yeah,
That's with her in Minnesota.
she likes that Minnesota.
I don't know anything about that.
I think she's from Minnesota.
Is she?
Yeah, that's what it is. She's from Minnesota.
She's doing a sideline interview, a courtside sideline interview, like she's a coach. Like someone from Fox Sports is seated next to her with a mic and is asking her these questions, dude.
Personally cheering for number 32. Carl Anthony Towns? Mm-hmm. That's your guy? That's my baby.
All the coaches were busy?
You know him? Nope. Not yet. New man on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That
shit's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad you sent me that clip.
Yeah, so she was born in Detroit,
That's
Michigan. She moved to Houston, Texas, where she began performing, and then moved to Minneapolis, where she began her career as a recording artist. So Minnesota.
That's funny.
Huge for her. Now, the other thing is, we're not going to put it on the screen or anything, but
Yeah,
that
let's
night,
not do that.
dude, what she was wearing was a scantily clad, almost like nightie in the back. you could see her whole entire hiney. So
Hiney, nice one now.
Yeah, man.
If you
Just
want
try.
to see that, you can go to Twitter.
Yeah, go to
yourself.
Twitter and see
We're
what
not
she was
doing that
wearing,
one.
and yeah, enjoy.
Here we go on this day, December 9th.
9th.
Yeah. All right. What do you got now?
December 9th, on this day, 1983, the infamous film that has really got the gangster vibes going, Scarface debuted in theaters on this day,
Oh, really?
December 9th,
Wow,
1983.
dude, in theaters.
Yeah.
Scarface.
What do you know about Scarface, dude? 1983. So you obviously weren't even a thought. Jalal, bless his heart, who knows where the hell Jalal was in 1983? But myself, I was 1 year old. I definitely wasn't.
Nice.
I definitely,
Myself.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't in the theater at 1 year old. Like I said earlier in a cast way back in the day, my first movie was Fatal Attraction that my dad took me to with Michael Douglas. So
Wow.
I was not in the theater at this point. But what's funny is working with Best Buy and Geek Squad when it first started, because I had a heavy tenure there. So I got to help Mello and Marcus Camby, Ellen Iverson.
Oh, nice,
They would
dude.
come in. They would come into my Best Buy. And,
You were the celeb guy. They were like,
Yeah.
we asked you before you buy a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I got to help them out, dude, all they wanted to buy was kung fu movies and anything drug-related gangster movies.
Nice.
So I literally got to watch. And Lala came in one time, so I helped her buy a bunch of these films for Mello. One day I was able to go with Geek Squad into Mello's house, and it's interesting. I don't want to give too much away here, but Scarface.
What
was,
do you mean, Dallas? He doesn't live there
Sign
anymore.
an NDA.
Yeah,
or
so
what?
that's true. But
Give it all away.
Well,
What are you talking about? What
I
is
just don't want to talk too much about his personal stuff. You know what I mean? But inside his house, he had the infamous Scarface poster. Where Tony Montana has his gun. And he's like ready to die or whatever.
Yeah.
And he had that actually remade with a bunch of other quote unquote gangsters, which were actual sports athletes. So it was him at the head of the table, and he had a bunch of
Wow.
other athletes. Like, it was crazy. He was so into Scarface, dude, and these kung fu movies and this type of stuff. Like, it just put a whole new perspective on the relevance and the importance of these type of movies, aka Scarface. Man, it resonated with people that were my age, the younger generation. Like, these basketball players now are years and years younger than we are, and they still talk about this. And this is still a big memento in some of their houses and some of their attitudes and some of their. I know Damian Lillard, who is rapped, who's known as a rapper outside of what he does with the Trailblazers. He's rapped about Scarface. Like, this was a big thing. This was a big movie.
I just remember MTV Cribs.
Mm-hmm.
Every rapper, every ball player, any athlete, anyone they showed. I don't know if it started on Cribs. I don't know if all these fools already had this shit before Cribs came out, but everyone had Scarface something or other in the house. Everything from a Scarface felted pool table to Scarface blinds that Trick Daddy had. You remember Trick Daddy had the Scarface blind? And I think he was on there talking some shit like, I know y'all ain't had this Scarface shit before I did. I think he was on there like talking that shit, like calling people out. If I remember, I can go back to YouTube and look
Trick
up
Daddy.
Cribs. But dude,
Did he sing the song "Baby, 'Cause I'm a Thug"?
he's had a lot of songs. What do you mean?
Was that Trick Daddy?
The song. Yes.
Baby, 'cause I'm a
All
thug.
day, every day, baby, 'cause I'm a thug. Wouldn't change for the world. Yeah, do that.
Baby, 'cause I'm
Well, so
a thug.
like, we'd be like, better hold many holes. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, Trick Daddy, dude. So, so Trick Daddy called him out. But Cribs is the first time I remember, like, wide population of Scarface shit, like accessories. Like, people having everything from a simple Scarface painting or photo hanging to, like I said, the elaborate shit, the blinds, the pool tables, the fridge, whatever else. But I've never seen Scarface, dude. I've never seen.
Really?
I know, dude. I'm going to disappoint you guys a lot with that. I've seen parts. I've seen, here and there, but I have not seen the whole
You
shit.
played Vice City though, right? They pretty much ripped that whole story off.
Not same thing. Not to the extent where I sat down and played it for hours and hours on end. While dude, that
You
was
gotta
in
just
the
go back and play Vice City, dude.
dude. That was in the time of in the time of my life where I was very music heavy, dude. I was making music. I was in studios. I was like Juice WRLD. I was doing nothing else. I was working and making music, kind of like Keenan's doing now. Like that's all I was focused on. I didn't video games, all that shit. If I couldn't get on there, whoop some fool's ass in a quick game of Madden, quick game of FIFA, and go back to what I was doing or whatever, I didn't play it. So I was out of the RPGs for that period. When Vice City dropped, when all that stuff, San Andreas, all that stuff was coming out, I just was out of anything RPG because it took so much time, dude. Yeah. But yeah, weird, right? Yeah.
That's crazy. So check this out. Scarface was released on December 9th, 1983, like we said. It grossed $44 million at the domestic box office.
That's it?
And $66 million worldwide.
Is that a lot for back then?
83?
Seems low.
That was a lot of money back in 83. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was pretty huge at that time. But, you know, the reception was negative, though, because the excessive violence, the profanity, the graphic drug use. So it didn't make as much money at the start as it has grossed to this day. Because it was really hated on, man, when it first came out, just because of all that intensity of what the movie brought. But yeah, man, pretty big film for a lot of people and a lot of people's lives, man. For me, I'm not a big gangster, but I did like the movie. I thought it was great. You know, Al Pacino killed the role. It still scares me today, you know, all the violence that was in there and the reality of drug dealers and the mobs and how it all works. It's
It's just one that I've needed to go back. Seeing Godfather, seeing the mob movies and shit. It's
Casino,
just one
any of those.
I know, dude. Casino, I've seen. It's all. I just need to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I just need to that's what I should have done last Tuesday. Instead of subscribe on the snow day where you're stuck, no one could go anywhere. Instead of subscribing to Disney Plus, wasting my life watching Christmas movies.
Yeah.
With my lady, I should have watched Scarface, pulled it up, watched some fools get blasted. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, no doubt.
Give me another one on this day. Do you have one more?
Yeah, man. One of my favorite albums, my favorite hip hop albums in the last like 10 years. Have you ever heard of Prime?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
Awesome. So, dude, this was obviously a hip hop duo, Prime, which was consisting of Royce da 5'9" and DJ Premier of Gangstar, right? Which was he just killed all those albums. Their album was released on December 9th, 2014. So 5-year anniversary through their own label record called Prime Records. Dude, this album featured guest appearances by Killer Mike, Common, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, Slaughterhouse, which you're hugely familiar with, right?
Of course.
You know, with Eminem and all that. Mac Miller. Dude, this
Jay Electronica was on there.
They were on there. Yep.
So, dude, the album, I remember when this came out because Royce had gotten clean.
Yep.
And I remember him doing an interview about getting sober and how this was kind of changing his process, changing his shit musically. And I remember listening to Sirius, and I don't remember who was doing the interview, but it might have been DJ Who Kid. He just might have been popped up on Who Kid's show on a Saturday. And it was dope, dude. It was really, really dope. And it made me want to, I don't know, when I heard the album, I appreciated it in a whole different light because I was like, man, this dude's on a whole different journey. Like, this is something totally new to him. So that's kind of what I remember about the album.
Yeah. That's super cool, man. Yeah, but like with the Premier beats, anytime I'm hearing anything from Premier, you just know it, and his beats almost tell a story without anybody rapping over it. And that's what I love, man. So when I first heard these songs and I didn't know this album was coming out, and I'm like, man, that sounds a lot like a Premier beat. And you just know because this beat just tells a story on its own. And you know, having these collabs on there and these features were just amazing. I actually bought this album on vinyl. This is one of my favorite hip hop records. I mean, I've got a lot of old school stuff, A Tribe Called Quest. You've got, you know, the Wu-Tang stuff. This was my last hip hop album that I actually bought on vinyl. So pretty huge for me, man.
Do the fans want a feeling of A Tribe Called Quest, but all they got left is this guy called West?
Got it. I knew
anyway,
it.
What song is it from?
Can't tell you that.
Take Freeway, throw him on tracks with Most Def. Call him Quali or Quell. Is it 2 words? Yep. I don't know if it is actually. Now that you Take Freeway, throw him on tracks
Freeway
with
and
Most
Def,
Def,
yes.
Quelly, I put him on social Jay-Z. I'm the Gap like Banana Republican Old Navy. And no, it's the very last song. Come out sweeter than Old Sadie. It's the song where he talks forever at the end. So won't you raise your
Last
glass,
Call?
won't you? Yeah,
Last Call,
good.
yep.
That's the one. Sorry, tangent. Got off on it. But 5 years ago, dude. Holy shit.
Already.
Feels like it was
Who's got a better catalog than Kanye,
2016,
though? Let's be real.
2017. What do you mean?
Who's got a better catalog?
Oh, who does? Yeah,
Man,
no
he's
shit.
got the illest catalog.
No
I mean,
shit.
he kind of went downhill a little bit, but maybe we could go into the the Kanye fit this weekend.
I wanted to talk about that. Let's just jump into that right now. That'll kind of surface us. What are you looking for, Dal?
Nothing.
What do you need?
I was just wondering if I had the babushka, if I brought that in the Adelaide slides.
I'll grab it for you.
Oh, okay. The Silver Surfer shit. You showed me this.
Yes.
Kanye. Do you have that image? You can put it up on the screen.
That might be one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We gotta show these fools if they haven't seen this. You just showed it to me briefly. You pulled up the photo and showed it to me, and I was like, "What the hell is that? What is going on right now? What is my man Ye doing?" This was at a festival, apparently.
The Art Basel.
Yeah.
I've heard, dude. I saw Rack tweeting a lot about that this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you would want to check out? Is that something you would ever be interested in going to?
No, it's probably a little too high end for me. So Art Basel is a for-profit, privately owned and managed international art fair staged annually in Basel, Switzerland, in Miami Beach, Florida as well, and Hong Kong, selling the works of established and emerging artists. So yeah, it'd be cool to see, but I wouldn't know a damn thing.
Like, I don't think you need to, though. It sounds like something where you could walk around and, like it says, established and emerging, right? Artists. It sounds like something you could walk around, see someone up and coming, find something pretty cool that they made there and find it for a decent price. Is that not it? Or is everybody just out of this world?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's definitely up and coming artists. I mean, I know a few artists that were showcasing their stuff out there. So yeah, you can find up and coming artists, but it's Miami, so it's going to be a lot of bougie stuff and a lot of like high end.
I might be ruining for the sneaker segment. Were there any exclusive sneakers that dropped there this year? You know how like they had last year with the Jordan 1s? The Miami colored themed Jordan 1s that I would love to have in the collection.
Oh, like the Soulflies?
They're called the Soulflies. The Art Basel Soulflies. Yeah. Dude, those are one of the sickest pairs of ones.
I'm dying just looking at these pictures.
Yeah.
Pull them up. Let me see.
I'm just trying to get a couple of them.
Well, he's pulling it up. Check it out, man. So like, it's not as bougie cost-wise as I thought it was. So day tickets cost $25 online, $30 at the door. Students and seniors with ID pay only $20 online.
Is that
and
from
$25.
Art Basel's website? I saw like $250.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know where this is how much a ticket to Art Basel. Art Basel costs $65 online.
There goes your boy.
Oh, whoa.
Here's my thing. Like
Kanye the Silver Surfer, dog.
If you're going to do this for the performance, you got to get in, get out, and wash this off as soon as you're done. Don't be hanging around drinking champagne and chilling in Silverface.
Silverface.
You know what it kind of reminds me of, dude, is like a Hype Williams video, like a Missy Misdemeanor video. Like, remember when she was like in that big puffy like trash bag?
Yes.
It's a end window. I can smell the rain.
Yes.
You know that one?
Yes.
All right, just making sure. That's kind of what it reminds me of, man.
He look at the beard too. I mean, he went all out. Like
his beard is weird.
He's silvered up.
I don't
Misha
like
Moustakis said the Tin Man.
The Tin Man, from the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, he also said yes. The Geigers and Dior Friends and Family, I think, dropped over there. Which
Oh yes, the Geigers. They were the like tie-dye joints. They were like a Friends and Family. I think John Geiger actually had quite a bit of advertisements for it in Miami as well, like on all the electronic boards and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like the John Geiger. I don't know if they're on 9s or 11s, whatever it is. And they were all like tie-dyed very lightly, the pinks and the blues. Yeah, I did see those.
I can't stop. I can't stop. This, for some reason, I can't unsee the Tin Man. Like he said, I just feel like putting on the hat.
Yeah.
What is the shirt?
I don't know.
Look at that thing.
Do you think he should have had like the heart? Because the Tin Man always wanted the heart, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he should have had like the heart?
That would have been funny as hell.
That would have been sick.
That would have been funny as hell.
Because
So
nobody
he just
else
did
knows
that.
what that means.
He just did that for the performance, and that was it.
It
He
looks like
performed in it?
He was just hanging out.
Oh, I gotcha.
But he definitely had a performance.
Getting that off had to be a pain. No shit, Brett. My gosh.
Did you hear about the infamous banana that was duct taped to the wall that was going for $120,000?
I saw a little bit. Fill me in.
Yeah. So there was an art piece at the Art Basel of a banana that was actually duct taped to a white wall, and it was actually eaten by artist David DeTuna Saturday afternoon. So I don't know if he actually bought the rights to it, or just unduct taped the banana and ate it and ruined a $120,000 art piece.
Wow.
You know anything about Gelo?
No, I saw it, but I don't get that. Like, it's gonna rot at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's paying that for that?
It must have been some kind of publicity stunt thing. Like, you're paying for the promotion. I don't know.
Totally agree. I was very confused at the beginning of it. All right, are you good on that? You good on the Art Basel?
Yeah, we're good.
Kanye stuff. All right, let's move into some NFL stuff, man. And actually, it's just football talk in general. Heaters, not that good this week. We'll get into those in a second. Football talk brought to you by SeatGeek this week and every week. Get $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app using the code underrated. Let's just start with the college football playoff. Did you watch any college football over the weekend?
I didn't really watch any, but
I know you're not huge into it. Plus, weekends are a little bit busy for you. You're filling up the love tank. And
the dog this weekend just took up all my time.
Yeah.
But what I was able to do was kind of look at some of the, where they do on ESPN, they do the whole show where they pick, the top four for the big championship, right?
Yes.
So you have number one and going against number four, and then you have obviously Ohio State and Clemson. So I did watch that show actually.
Okay.
I was tuned into that. But.
Gotcha. So what you got, or what you have here, is for the first time since 2015, 4 Power 5 conference champions have been selected for the college football playoff. You got number 1 LSU, and they'll be taking on number 4 Oklahoma, and that'll be in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl down in Atlanta. And then you've got number 2 Ohio State battling number 3 Clemson in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl down in Arizona.
That's crazy.
Those both will take place, both of the semifinal games, on December 28th. And then the national championship will be held January 13th, Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans.
Now, all 4 of those teams, well, no, except for Oklahoma, 3 of them are all 13-0, and Oklahoma is the only one with a loss, yeah?
That's why they're at 4.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's why they're at 4 there.
Surprised by any of those?
No, I think that's what it should have been, dude.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma needed the win Saturday.
They had to.
I would have liked to see them beat the shit out of Baylor. I thought it was a little bit, little on the fence, but it was a tough game. It was a tough match, and Baylor's no slouch, so they got it done. LSU, Joe Burrow looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Continuing to slay all day. I know Clemson over there. You told me earlier Clemson's your sleeper.
Don't sleep on Clemson.
Not
You
necessarily
gotta
your
watch out.
sleeper, but you like them as the favorite out of these 4?
I don't sleep on Clemson.
What do you like? Trevor Lawrence, or just what they... Because they haven't played anyone. I think that's the big knock on Clemson. It's like they had the absolute easiest
schedule
path out of anybody to get here. So what you're saying is, hey, don't make that the reason you don't pick Clemson, because they're still serious.
Yeah, I just think
Dabo Sweeney, Trevor Lawrence, right.
I think the experience trumps everything. And I think this is the same conversation we were having about Minnesota weeks ago. They hadn't really played anybody, right? Who is Minnesota? They've got this undefeated, record. They're looking good, but have they really played anybody? And I think Minnesota, that's the one I'm looking forward to. So kind of to foreshadow what I'm going here, the Outback Bowl, number 12 Auburn versus number 18 Minnesota. This is the one that I'm really looking forward to, man. And like I said, Minnesota, you're going to have people saying either Auburn will win and everybody will say, hey, I told you Minnesota wasn't any good. Or Minnesota will win and everybody's going to say, well, it was because Auburn didn't care about the game. I think you're going to see Minnesota's giant offensive line against Auburn's giant defensive line. I think this is going to be my favorite game. Like, screw these top 4 here. I'm looking forward to the Minnesota.
You're crazy. The Bulls are going to be, they're going
to be great.
The college football playoff's going to be awesome.
But dude, that Auburn-Minnesota game, I'm really looking forward to that one, man.
There's some good games.
Yeah.
Definitely some good games on the Bulls schedule. With that being said, we are going to be picking every one of these games, and I'm going to let you guys in on this as well. We want to do a college bowl pick'em. Bowls start on the 20th, so I think I'm going to set this thing up and I'm going to throw it out on Thursday, and you guys will have from Thursday until December 19th, 20th, before the games kick off. However you want to do it. If you want to take it to the wire like that, get crazy. But what I'm thinking is, let me know in the chat. Would you guys prefer doing a $10 per bracket or $5 per? Now, what's going to happen is there's 41 bowl games. Or you're going to go on ESPN.com. You're going to log into the most underrated league. If you don't have an account, you're going to create one, but you're going to log in and you're going to pick your teams based on your confidence. You're going to have to pick 41 bowl games, and you're going to get points for each game, 1 through 41. You're going to get 41 points for your most confident bowl game.
Okay.
You're going to get 1 point for your least confident. Does that make sense? You're selecting them as confidence picks. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. And the reason I want to do it confidence picks is because that way it's not just head-to-head. Someone maybe is running away with it and blowing everyone out late, or blowing everyone out and there's no way anyone can catch them. With confidence, you never know.
That's a whole different thing.
You may have a pick that's still worth 38 points later on that will jump you up into the top of the rankings or something like that. So we're going confidence picks.
Okay.
What do you guys think? $5 or $10 each? Let me know what you want to do in the comments. But that's the way we're going to go with it. And you'll be able to pick, man. We'll be able to all pick all the games, and that'll be the College Bowl pick'em. Same thing as the March Madness thing we did last year. You'll just send us your $10 or $5 with the name of your bracket that you submit, whatever your entry is here. And we'll go from there, man. We'll have them all in. You can send it to @mostunderratedpodcast@gmail. And I'll have that up on Thursday.
Cool.
I'll have that all going as soon as I figure out if you guys want to do 5 or 10. If I don't get any responses, I'm just going 10.
Nice.
Cutting out the,
It'll just be you and I. Good luck.
You, me, and Jalal would be in there.
Any real quick? So now that we have that, any bowl games aside of the big dogs, what are you looking forward to?
I kind of went down the list. I was looking at, obviously Michigan versus Alabama. That's one.
The Citrus Bowl?
It's one I'm excited about.
Nice.
I do like the Auburn-Minnesota game.
Okay.
Oregon versus Wisconsin. I think that's going to be a really good.
That one's going to be
6 versus
shootout.
8. I think that's going to be a really good game. I think Georgia's probably going to beat the shit out of Baylor in that one, even though they're 5-7. And I know Baylor's tough, but just seeing last week, they just didn't have enough against Oklahoma, and I think it's going to kind of be the same way there. Those are what I'm really looking forward to. And speaking of the Oregon-Wisconsin game, in the chat really quickly, Brett, TTF, do you think they should expand the playoff to 8 or stick to 4? That's a great question. I know there's a lot of talk about this. Personally, it's so weird because it depends on the year. Some years I feel like there really needs to be 8 teams, and then some years I feel like we're okay with 4. Everyone kind of played out the way it should have. You look at the teams outside of the top 4. We got Georgia at 5, Oregon 6, Baylor 7, Wisconsin 8. All those are one-loss teams except Wisconsin sitting there at 7-2. Would you argue that you really need to see Georgia, Wisconsin, and Baylor, Oregon as part of the playoff picture? Or I guess it would be LSU, Wisconsin, because it'd be the last seed, 1 versus 8. Then you'd have Ohio State, Baylor, Clemson, Oregon. I don't know. I don't know that I need to see any of that. I think what we have this year is good enough.
That's what I think one of these years. I wouldn't mind seeing Georgia and Wisconsin, but that would only put us at 6 versus 8. I don't think we need to see 8 this year. I'm good with 4, but again, I'm not the big college guy. I'm just starting to get into it.
I'm not stuck on that either, Brett. I don't. I go back and forth with it, dude. I go back and forth quite a bit. Don't be dogging my Titans. TTF status serigraph. I know, bro. We'll get to heaters in a second.
I love that guy's name.
Brutal.
Status serigraph.
Quit playing, Dow. You know you're one of the illest gangsters from Kansas.
Hell yeah.
All right. Transitioning a little bit. College football playoff out the way. Real quickly, shout out to my man James Guragna taking down the DraftKings this weekend. Nice job, James.
Guragna. Did you know this is his second week in a
winning?
row?
Oh.
He did it last week and this week.
Yeah, shit.
How about that?
Guragna 2 in a row.
And he even called me out on Twitter yesterday like he knew some shit. And he's like, just waiting for Dal Palantonio to get in because I hadn't locked my pick yet.
He called you out?
Yeah, he's like, you better get in. Time's a wasting.
Wow, bud.
And then he wins it.
Anything?
So I took second last week behind James, and then this week I took third. Guess what? Didn't make any money.
Damn. Just to get some reaction there. Texas, Utah. I like it. Wisconsin would drag LSU just like the Buckeyes will do. And what up, fellas? What's going on? John King, how you doing, bro? That's funny. I don't know about that, man. That's going to be – I'm excited for it. I don't know if they're going to drag LSU, but I'm excited for it. I do think that's going to be – that's where we'll end. What do you got for the final national championship? You think it's going to be Ohio State – or out of the 4, I'm sorry. Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, Oklahoma. What do you have in the national championship?
Just for shits and giggles, because I'm not that educated yet. Like I said, I'm new to college football, so this is probably going to be a new perspective. But like I said, I'm gonna call Clemson just because of the experience, the expertise, back to back, sunshine all the way.
They haven't played anyone, but they've blown everyone out.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like you said, yeah, they haven't played anybody. And again, this is a conversation just like Minnesota a few weeks ago. We'll see what they do with their expertise in Dabo. Don't bet against Dabo.
I like LSU, dude. I think LSU is going to take it down.
They've been tearing people up.
I'm going with LSU to take it down, man.
John King, who are you going for?
You know who he's going for.
John King.
Joseph McClain, big Dogs fan. Georgia's so depleted at wide receiver, and Swift won't play. Don't have a lot of confidence in a dominant performance. There you go. Dow, status serigraph. It's actually my business name.
That's a sick business name.
Look at this serigraph. We need to get him a...
Man, we had that stuck in our head all week.
I know.
We need to get him a
serigraph. We actually talk about you quite a bit because of that song.
AC Lau, $2.
All right.
In the super chat. Thank you, bro. AC Lau, keeping it going. He also says Buckeyes. There you go.
Wait, okay. So we have to shoot for... We're two shots behind.
2 shots behind, yeah.
So what was the first one from?
$2.
Red and yellow?
That was that was from AP.
AP, red and yellow. Here we go.
Red and yellow. There you go. The Ohio State. Sorry, AC Lau.
Whoa, oh my God. Man. That was an air ball.
Wow.
Way off the mark.
Not good.
That was...
Below not good.
Yeah, that was...
Below not good.
That was way worse than not good.
See what you got.
All right.
AC Lau, coming after you.
Wow.
Did you airball as well?
Either one of you guys.
No, yeah. Yep.
Take that L on the way.
Airballed it. Tried to go short. Tried to not...
He got the net, though.
Huh?
He got a little bit of the net.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
He got some... Dallas got some backboard. No net. No hoop. No nothing else.
I got some faux wood.
Just backboard. A lot of people got Ohio State. Look at that. Sorry for not reading the YouTube comments the last show. I'm going to go catch up on those, and I'm going to catch up on the ones that the new ones as well. So I'll read through both those. Don't worry on the YouTube comments. Most underrated football league, most underrated fantasy league. I am officially eliminated.
Oh, you are?
Yep, I am.
Take that L on the way.
Who took you out?
Kicked everyone's ass all regular season, dominated the entire league. No one, I just killed everyone. Not even a competition. And then I go down to the 8th seed, Jeff Kirby, who I bragged about. I said he was dangerous.
We said watch out for that team.
I said I could be in some trouble. So after I beat the shit out of everyone all year, to a 10-3 record, Keith Cruz at 8-5, closest to me, 1,622 points. No one else even hit 1,600, and I'm out of the league. You know how bad I want to fire my phone through that wall behind you? Badly right now. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to drop it here. I'm not even going to look at it for the time being.
Yeah.
You go ahead and pull it up.
Cool.
I got my ass kicked. There's nothing I could do. Jeff Kirby put up 152 fucking points or something.
He damn near got 160.
What can you do?
Yeah, dude,
there's nothing.
Fantasy?
There's nothing I could do this week. There was absolutely nothing. No matter what I scored, there was no way I was touching Jeff Kirby. 152 points, and he's not done. He's got Ertz tonight.
Oh, my God.
Worst team in the league a couple weeks ago. The guy had 2 wins. And all of a sudden, he rattles off like 7 in a row, makes it into the playoffs, then whoops the number 1 seed.
God dang.
Take that L on the way out.
Yeah,
wow.
He's going to damn
salty.
He may get 160.
I am salty.
Wow. With me, going against Willie Will. I don't know much about Willie Will, but I was able to take him out with 123 points to his 80.
Hey, nice job, Dal.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And it looks like, dude, we had a close race with the Monday midsole. Did you see him tweeting last night about how close? He was like 111.
Oh, no, I didn't. Let me see. What's he at here?
Landog was 111, and then ended up Monday midsole taking it out with 116 against Landog at 113.94. And then we also had Keith Cruz against Renzo. It looks like Keith Cruz is going to take that at 123 on Renzo's 90 points. So it looks like moving on, we'll have Curb with Knock on Wood, Dow, Landog, Monday Midsole, and then Keith Cruz is going to be your top 4.
Say it again. It confused me.
All right.
Monday Midsole, you.
Jeff Kirby, and then Keith Cruz.
Wow.
That's what we're looking like this upcoming week.
Nice. And it's not to... not to take away anything Kirby did. I mean, like I said, 152 points. There's nothing anyone could do against that. My team was terrible anyway. I mean, I think I don't even know. I think I basically scored 40 points. I'm a man. I'm 40.
I think you still have somebody tonight, right? Miles Sanders? Do you think
yeah.
Can he get you 100?
Yeah. Miles Sanders for 100 tonight. Oh, dude, I'm so sad. I'm so pissed off. So out of 8 leagues, I made the playoffs in 7.
Okay.
I needed some help tonight, and I'm going to be let's see. I'm going to be moving on in 1, 2, maybe like only 3, dude.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I think
half it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Not good.
I made playoffs in 4 out of
Not
my
good.
6 leagues.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And it looks like I'm out of those 4 that I made it in. I'm taking 3 into the semis.
Oh, so about the same.
About the
We're
same.
both taking round 3 teams.
About
in.
half.
Unbelieve.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Tough, dude. It's tough. It's tough, man. The regular season champ. When is there a regular season champ? Monday Midsole or John King? He said the regular season champ. Kirby with the comeback. No buy for the top teams. No, dude. I thought I had it set up that way because in my other league, I was on buys. I thought I had it set up with buys. If I would have had it set up, if I would have been paying attention, I would have had it set up with buys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All of a sudden, I was playing Kirby, and all of a sudden, I was
Take that L on the way out.
not losing. A lot of bad matchups this weekend. There were. Speaking of matchups, let's jump into the heaters results from the weekend. Dow Palantonio absolutely on fire. Me not on fire.
I'd like to thank absolutely nobody.
Yes, that
wish
was
you had that one.
that was a bad one, but for you,
Great cash, homie.
crushed it. Dow Palantonio only lost on the Panthers +3, which he took with me. That was the only one we were in agreement on.
Yeah.
And we both took
Take
the
that
L
L
there.
on the way out.
But for the rest of them, Dow Palantonio, Steelers -2.5. He hits on that one. Did you actually? Let's start with the Panther game. Did you watch? Did you watch all the games yesterday, or were you dealing with the puppy, or what was going on?
Puppy and red zone.
Puppy and red
I
zone.
did watch the Broncos game because obviously,
How fun was that,
I love my
dude?
bro. It wasn't very fun for
I
me,
thought it was
actually.
fun.
Let me tell you, I even texted you because I had obviously Deshaun Watson.
Oh, it was the greatest thing that could have happened to you. I knew you were getting the ultimate garbage time. I knew
Dude.
you were getting garbage time through the roof. Just like
that was awesome.
yeah. Just like, I had to play Jameis Winston in a couple of the other leagues I lost. Played Winston, 40-some fucking points, garbage
dude.
time, bunch of bullshit. Yep.
It was the worst.
Nothing
And
you
with
can
Mike
do.
Evans being out. So I didn't
Yep.
even get help. I got 12 points before Mike Evans leaves with a bad hammy.
Yep.
Not good.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, I had Steelers.
I didn't have to beat you, John King. I'm out of the. Are you listening to the show? I'm out of the league, John. What are you complaining about? You're mad because we didn't get to play and you didn't get to beat me? I'm out of the league, John. I'm on the sidelines with the little dogs.
He's doing you a favor, John.
What are we doing here? Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, Steelers, I had -2.5 at Arizona Cardinals. Fairly easy dub there. Mason Duck Hodges, man, looked good. Was doing all the things that he had to do, but it was really the Steelers defense that won that game. There's no doubt about it. The Steelers secondary is on fire right now.
26 points I got from them in DraftKings yesterday. Or standard leagues. 28 in DraftKings. or
On
something.
fire.
Yeah, dude.
Defense is just killing it.
Crushed it. So easy win for you. Steelers -2.
What about this easy win?
What?
Tennessee -2.5.
Easy. I lost on that one. I had the Raiders +2.5.
I know. Did we bet any money on that?
No, but I have a bet with Brian Valencia, which was looking terrible. He's a gentleman that comes here in the chat on the season who's going to have a better record, Broncos or Raiders. We have 20 on it. I took Broncos. He took Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm going to win that now.
You might.
I mean, did you see my man throwing lasers yesterday? Okay.
I did.
Did you see him with the lasers?
I did.
Did you see Oakland not doing anything? Did you see him not even showing up?
Yeah.
Did you see him not even coming out of the locker room? Did you see the fat lineman get absolutely cut in half? Sorry, Jalal. Just banged the table. It's bad for the cameras. Did you see the D lineman get cut in half by Tannehill when he ran him down on that pick?
I did.
Oh, dude.
That was sick.
He looked like the water boy.
God,
I was like, oh my gosh, Ryan Tannehill came out of nowhere. He should have got extra. I know he had 33 fantasy points yesterday, so if you started him at quarterback, salute.
But
he should have got extra points for that hit.
That was a hell of a hit.
Vish, dude, on a 280-pound D lineman, because trucking down.
He got pushed out
of the
way
picture.
first.
Yeah, out of the picture.
Gets back in the picture, chases him down.
Dude.
Immaculate tackle.
That was Vish.
Yeah.
That was the best hit by a quarterback that I've seen in a
Years.
long
Years,
time.
yeah.
I think that guy was probably like, what are you guys doing? You want to block him? I thought I was free and clear. The way he was running, he was looking like he was free and clear. He was all jolly, just jogging down the street or jogging down the field. So yeah, I lost on that. Very easy win for you. Niners +2.5. Another loss for me. Saints -1.5. It's a coin flip game.
That was.
Could have gone anywhere. Saints just made way too many mistakes. I mean, from red zone fumbles to lack of execution to the going for it on fourth down. I didn't really understand that. I know there was a lot of people arguing they didn't get PI there, calling on the fourth down play on the fake. Well, you can't get PI. So if you were watching the actual game and not red zone, they explained you can't get PI on that play because the guy is already right off the line. He's jamming him, and then he's jamming him all the way down the field. It's part of that play. You can get defensive holding, but you can't get PI. So that's why Sean Payton didn't throw the challenge flag. I saw a lot of people on Twitter pissed off, but they, again, probably weren't watching the game. They were probably tweeting. So that's what happened. So I wouldn't say that's the reason they lost, but just a lot of mistakes. Coin flip game. Niners won it by 2 points at the end.
Yeah.
You know? I thought the home field advantage would be enough to help the Saints out, but they didn't get that. Dolphins +6.
Yeah.
That's a nice win for you there.
Yeah, man.
They lose by 1 to the Jets. Late field goal. They get 21 points, 7 field goals. NFL record.
Yeah.
Jason Sanders.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, of course. Who's heard of Jason Sanders? He's the guy that caught the touchdown pass last week, if you know.
That's right.
From the Dolphins' trick play. So Dow Palantonio goes 4-1 on the week. I had the loss on the Saints, the loss on the Raiders, the loss on the Panthers, the Patriots -3. That's an L.
Take that L on the way out.
Patriots couldn't get it done at home against the Chiefs. They were pulling out all kinds of trick plays. They were doing everything they could. And I want to stop for a second on this game. AP wanted me to play red and yellow opening the show because he's a Chiefs fan. He's very excited about his Chiefs. Listen, it was a regular season win. It was week 14. Let's have a seat here. Let's calm down. Do you think the Patriots are done? Do you think that this is the crack in the armor and they don't make the AFC Championship this year? They don't make the AFC Championship this year.
It's hard to even fathom that. So I want to say they're done, but the AFC is so rocky right now. I think anything can happen. So no, I'm not going to write them off.
But don't you think there's a ton of good teams in the AFC? I mean, considering Buffalo, the Ravens, obviously they played yesterday.
Yeah. There is,
Chiefs
but
just beat them.
But I think, I don't know, again, we go back to like what I said about Clemson. It's hard to bet against Belichick, come playoff time. It really is, especially Brady. But, I wonder if this is the year that really laments the success that Brady has had in the past to what he can do in the future. This might be it for Brady. I would almost say this is more of like, this is almost closing time, no semisonic, telling me that this might be more of a Brady going out of the league than the playoffs, or than the Patriots not making the playoffs.
You think this is Brady's last year?
I feel like it's more of that based off of what I've seen or what I haven't seen.
Just over the past couple games. Remember.
I'm trying to remember.
We started the year and the Patriots were rolling fools.
They were.
Rolling fools.
But it was their defense.
They got Antonio Brown.
Had nothing to do with Tom.
I know, but they were rolling fools.
Yeah.
And this is the first time. You think all of a sudden these guys just forgot how to play defense? You think all of a sudden they just can't stop people? You think all of a sudden that it just feels weird.
They've looked so bad, but again,
feels weird.
You go against Baltimore, you look at
you
some
think
of
they
these,
just forgot how to stop people. Bill Belichick is coaching the D now, and they're just...
No, that's why I said you can't bet against them in the
Mullet
playoffs.
Steve Belichick just forgot what he's doing.
Oh, the mullet man is in. He's in there like swimwear.
It's interesting.
But
you're saying
think,
Brady. You're saying Brady in general.
Yeah, I think Brady, I don't think he's breaking down or anything, but I think Brady's going to be exiting the league here soon. That's what I think. But you can't bet against the Patriots in the playoffs. You can't.
I don't think so either. I still think the Patriots. I'm not taking the bait, even though they got their ass kicked at home by the Chiefs. I'm not betting on the Patriots going down or going down without a fight.
I can't either. No.
It's happened way too many times to where I have made the mistake of being like, "This is it, dude. Mm-hmm. This is it, bud. This is the end for them."
All I can say is last night,
it's never the end, guy.
The refs made at least two big controversial calls.
Oh yeah.
The Patriots obviously should have that TD very easy.
The N'Keal talk about the announcers even alluded to it. Talk about some hard to come by points.
Yeah.
They had the touchdown twice. N'Keal Harry gets in. He didn't get it. Yeah. But then the touchdown catch, which wasn't a catch because it slipped through his hands. They couldn't get it there. It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal at the end.
Well, see, and I was watching Red Zone, and I kept thinking I was watching the same damn thing because the same close things happened. And I'm like, what the hell's really going on? Because I wasn't tuned into the game. Yeah, man, some bad refs. I hope the NFL comes out and says something about that. Not that the Patriots need that. They don't need that backing, but that was some shitty reffing during that game, I got to say. And I'm never standing up for the Patriots.
My last one, so that's my fourth loss. Uh-huh. The last one, I finally got a dub. Finally got a dub.
Hey.
And you know what's hilarious? I wouldn't even have gotten a dub if we wouldn't have taken this the lines on Thursday. We choose the games on Thursday. So we have to take the lines where that's where they're at on Thursday when we pick them with you guys.
Which can be real tough.
Which can be rough because look at on the Saints game, dude. That line moved from the Saints -2.5 all the way down to the Saints -1 by game time. Not that it would have mattered. Not that I would have won the bet because the Saints didn't win the game. But nonetheless, the Bengals, I got them at +9. They moved down to +7 by game time. Did you see that? 7.5.
Yes, I did see that move.
And
big swing.
Dude, they lose the game 27-19. I cover by 1 point with the +9. They lose by 8. And I'm able to get the coverage.
You got that dub.
So Bengals +9 on a lucky one.
The Thursday worked out for you.
I get the win. So I was 42-24 going into this week. 41-24, excuse me. I'm gaining 1 game. Now I'm 42 and I'm 28.
It doesn't sound as good.
Gained 4 games in the L column. That was a bad week. You gaining 1 game in the L column, you go from 38-27 to, 42-28 on the season. Dow Palantonio tying me up.
Yeah.
In 1 week. I have a terrible week like that, and we're now tied 42-28 on the year, both of us. Nice job, Dal. Nice comeback.
Crazy. Thank you.
Started out rough for you.
It did.
But nice comeback.
Those first 3 weeks were kind of miserable.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me trying to catch up. Is there anything in the chat we need to move on? Before we jump into sneakers and fashion, how do you say that?
Say what?
Acrylis? Arculus?
Acrylis, I would say.
He's not dead. I have the proof video. I don't know what he's trying to say.
They misspelled original. I have the original proof video on my account where he says he's not dead. Look up and subscribe.
Oh, no. I'm in the show live, guy.
Yeah, if you're going to clickbait our comment section,
I'm in the show live.
Be better.
I'm in the show live. Sarah Graff, it's not about Tom's ability. It's the clowns he's throwing to. Besides Edelman, he's got nothing to work with. Hasn't that been the story for years, though? It's hard to try to use that as an excuse for Tom now because I almost called him an MFer because the guy's won 6 Super Bowls without it. Let's not all of a sudden start making excuses for the guy. It's the way they've chosen to play. It's the system that they've chosen. It's what they've chosen to do. They've chosen to spread their money around and use their salary cap in a way that's probably been beneficial to Tom Brady on other ends, not maybe in his pocket because I know he's not really getting paid. He's not getting the money he really deserves. But I don't want to start using that as an excuse now after the guy's taken down 6 Super Bowls. But yeah, I mean, it's valid. The guy has never had anyone to throw to.
It's always been their way of the Patriots business.
He's never had a
They
guy.
buy low and they sell high.
Yep.
They are just a very, very strategic organization. It's been that way from day one, at least since they've been this great. So, yeah, maybe he had, Gronk. You look at him and, you look at Edelman. Edelman's getting a little older. He's not as fast, not as quick. Gronk was, last year he was playing with concrete in his boots, for God's sake. So, but I still would argue, they really haven't ever had anybody. They've just made it around the system to work. And I think that takes more talent.
Dude.
So, I don't know.
We got some breaking news here.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if this is
Is he really not dead?
No.
I know what he's talking about, though. It's just a video of him. I think it was earlier rumors when people were saying he was dead. He was saying the devil is a lie. I'm not dead. But I think it was old.
Oh, gotcha. So check this out, dude. This just came down 10 minutes ago. And yeah, shout out to Brett. Or wait, was it Brett? Brett in the comments. TTF breaking news. Pat's under investigation for taping the Bengals. Beat writer Doug Kyrett is reporting the Patriots had a camera crew in Cleveland to shoot a documentary on an advanced scout attending the Bengals-Browns game. The Patriots reportedly cleared it with the Browns, but the Bengals reported it to the league. They were concerned the videographer was getting their sideline in the shot as well, per Albert Breer. The whole situation sounds a little ridiculous at this point. It sounds entirely innocent, but also I could imagine the concern given the Patriots' history. So that's what we know so far. That's the update. That's the most up to date. So the report came out that they were under investigation for taping, and that is the new update per Albert Breer of what's going on. So I don't know that maybe there is an ongoing investigation, but I don't know that it looks like it doesn't look like anything that serious yet. I guess we got to see what's on the tape. Interesting. What do you think? Do you think what's your opinion? You think the Patriots were doing something malicious, or do you think it is completely innocent and they're now, because of their history, being pulled into that? What do you think?
There's nothing innocent with the Patriots and videotaping. So, fool me once, fool me twice. You know how the old adage goes. No, man, I think this is par for the course for the Patriots, and hopefully they get in some trouble.
Crazy.
That's where I'm at.
Let's see. They asked Zach Taylor for comment, Bengals coach. He said he had no comment. He was aware that there was an incident and the league was investigating it.
I'm busy focusing on the red rifle.
That's it. We're on to Cincinnati. Belichick's down.
We're on to Cincinnati.
You know what's funny about that? They play Cincinnati this week. After the Chiefs lost last night, did he say?
That's why they were filming. They're always a game ahead.
Did he say they were on to Cincinnati?
We're on to Cincinnati.
Did he say that last night after they lost to the Chiefs?
We're on
to
to Cincinnati.
Asking him questions when they were asking him stuff in the press conference.
On to Cincinnati.
Did he say that? Was he like, we're on to Cincinnati?
Dunkin' Donuts behind him. On to Cincinnati.
Steve Belichick talks just like Bill Belichick.
It's so crazy. God dang.
I heard a show the other day. They were doing sound bites of them back and forth, comparing sounds of Steve Belichick, Bill Belichick. It was hilarious. It was really, really funny. That's my Bill Belichick. Did you fools see the controversy with UN authenticating fakes from Failbeast?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit on. I didn't see that. What's up with that?
Yeah,
as we go into sneakers and fashion.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of the story here, but long story short, JC had to come through and post some screenshots proving his innocent from other people.
Whoa.
With selling fakes, and he did come out and
This has been rumored for a while, by the way. There's been tons of rumors, but he's the biggest in the resale industry.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. When you're the biggest, you're going to get shots, regardless.
And the reason he's the biggest, he's got American Eagle as a multi-billion-dollar partner. He's the biggest.
Right.
There's no argument, right? And he's got the backing of American Eagle and that backing of money.
Oh, is that?
That's
I don't even know the collab or what the deal is with that.
Yeah,
brand.
yeah, for sure. That's
what's going on with it.
Where he lives or where his UN is in New York. It's half of it's UN, half of it's American Eagle.
Gotcha.
So they're obviously in bed with each other, and I think it's a great partnership.
Mm-hmm.
I like American Eagle. I mean, for jeans, I need to buy. I'm using jeans from high school right now, dog. These are old.
Are they selling fake still?
Ah, gotcha. So here's what happened.
Go into your style preferences, American Eagle.
So there's a guy. So there's a guy claiming that fakes. What this individual did was he actually had a pair of Travis Scott 6s, and he had a size 10 and a size like 5Y. So it sounds like he had the 5Y authenticated, but he actually sold UN the 6s, and UN bought that, sold the size 10. Long story short, the guy tried to get over UN by doing this, and people have been going back to this individual. I don't know his name.
James, will you post that YouTuber in the comments? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So people have been going back to his account of it and watching his videos and seeing the edits, and then going into 2J's video, because he actually showed some of the stuff in his most recent videos, because they just did SneakerCon. And he just got done with that. So the controversy is over Travis Scott 6s, a size 10, a size 5Y. And did UN buy that? And did UN authenticate something that was fake from DHL? That's what's in question. So now 2J, everybody was trying to help him, sending video clips from this other individual's Instagram saying, 2J's, you've been right. This guy's trying to get on. Look at the edits here. Look at this. And they're doing screenshots of his videos. And 2J's basically reposted all that on his story yesterday. Then last night, 2J's dropped a YouTube video that was about 5 minutes, just stating that, hey, we've had some controversy. We're never, ever going to get it 100% correct. But my job is to tell you if my team messes up. My job is to be transparent. And he says, any of your consignment shops, any of the ones that you love and you follow, aren't ever going to be 100%. Yep. We make mistakes. The industry makes mistakes. It is what it is, but we want to make it right. And at UN, we make things right. If we find out that it's us, we're going to make it right. We're going to take care of our customers,
Yeah.
We're going to, So 2J's does it.
Yeah.
So,
that was a 2J's? That was a 2J's impression?
It might be too late, but
hey, bro, we're going to take care of...
That's pretty close.
I don't got it.
Hey, bro, we're
Hey,
going to
bro.
take care of our customers either way, regardless.
I don't got it quite yet. I got to see him.
But, so he did come out with that video. So, again, these consignment shops, these big companies, large companies, they're not going to be 100% correct. There's probably fakes that we all have that we're told that were correct, that were verified. StockX has had issues with it. That being said, I think it's cool that 2J's is transparent and trying to go out there and stick up for his brand, knows that, assuring you that he's going to take care of you as his company if they do find out that they're wrong. But again, this controversy is always happening, and that's kind of where it is.
I think if you have a business that big and you're buying that many shoes at that many events from that many people, on top of the people that are coming into your locations every day to buy and trade shoes, it's bound to happen. Mm-hmm. Without how many fakes are out there in the market circulating, it's bound to happen that someone is going to bring fakes into your shop knowingly or unknowingly,
right?
And that your employee is going to take them knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And I would hope it's unknowingly for your employee. But again, mistakes happen. Yeah. And I think you're stupid to say no mistakes ever happen. I think he's right on par. Like everything, because there are, dude. It's just it's impossible to run a business like that and not have some shit happen like that.
Yeah. Well, and that's what happened. This guy went undercover, went into a UN store. I don't know if it was in the Las Vegas one or the New York, but, just trying to uncover. And I think he had like a hidden camera or something, glasses, and was recording this whole thing happen. Then he edited all this together, made a video of it, and here we are today. That's about all I know.
Oh, nice, dude. My aunt finally made it into the chat.
Berta?
Yes.
Welcome.
Hey, Aunt Berta, how you doing? Love you. Maddie said you guys are funny. She's listening with her. That's nice. She's there with her. She wants to do the basketball bracket. I like it.
Nice.
Sneakers and fashion this week brought to you by Hefe Lux. Use the code underrated on the Hefe Lux website. Save yourself 10% off the Hefe Lux insoles. I use the classic insole. You might need the deluxe insole. Just depends on your feet. It depends on your sneakers. Depends on what you're trying to do. But save yourself some money using the code underrated at HefeLux.com. Let me see here. The clot drop Saturday. Let's just start there.
Okay.
Did you go for anything else on Saturday or just the clots?
For me, nothing really else. I love the Dornbeckers. I love the story. I love the kids. I think that's great. But man, the Most Unemployed podcast, man, I got to be really particular. Like, I want to buy stuff that I want to wear, that I know I will wear. And some of the stuff going to good causes and for good reason, like, I had to go past that. I still believe in it. I still think it's great. I had to skip all the Dornbeckers. I think some of them were good. Some of them were trash. But yeah, not a big weekend for me. I didn't go for anything else.
I just went for the clots.
Did you?
Missed out, obviously. You saw the resale. Is the resale still holding on them, or is it dropping a little bit?
I think it's still holding pretty well.
With 3 something, 4?
Fours.
Four?
Yeah.
In the fours? Mm-hmm. Okay. I know our boy Jeff Kirby hit on him. Shout out to Jeff Kirby.
Yeah, Jeff Kirby.
He got lucky. The SB Dunks that dropped this morning.
Yes, off of sneakers, because they dropped at skate shops over Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And I missed out on those. So these are kind of the new iterations of Lance Mountains. And what makes them a Lance Mountain, obviously, is designed by him. But, in the past... You got
those for the screen, Jalal? Those SBs?
Yeah, in the past, the paint has peeled off kind of like the LA or Chicago to LA's.
Yes.
And you have a different silhouette or a different colorway. And that's kind of what these do. But it's almost like a cloth material that comes off and scratches off versus like paint. And then you have another layer on the underneath side. So I think it gives it a pretty cool look. I think initially it's called the SB Desert or Lance Mountain. It has a weird look at first, almost like a... what would you call that? Like, not that clothy material. That almost makes it look like an old man shoe. And supposedly that wears away and obviously shows a UNC colorway on one shoe and then a darker blue on the other one.
There's a look at it.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. But it looks like the Costin joints, right? The Costin UNCs that just came out that have
That's
the 1994.
That's what they end up looking like once it all wears away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then kind of like a royal... a royal toe.
Royal toe and a UNC.
UNC. So, I don't know. That cloth material looks interesting. Like, I think it almost looks like some old 70s old man shit shoe at first. But when it does wear away, I don't think this is the play. I wouldn't strip all the material and have them look just like this. I think having the material kind of wear away naturally is probably the better look in my opinion. But,
Yeah, it
or
kinda
just go
sucks
buy it.
that it's two completely different shoes.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, I wish it wasn't two completely different shoes.
I'm not a big fan of Royals, so
Yeah.
you know me.
So I tried to get those off Sneakers app.
And there's
this
not even
morning.
if you want to get them, you can still get them, right?
Oh, dude,
Resales.
they're like $150, and I think they retail for $130.
Oh, 130?
130
I thought
on these.
Dunks are 110. Shit.
No, $130 on these, I think is what they were.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I mean, I didn't know. It's interesting with the material. Dude, did we sleep?
What do we sleep on?
The Amamanier Air Force Ones?
I tried to get those.
I did not try to get those. Is it like the black ones?
I tried the Air Force.
Yeah,
the
all
lows.
black?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look. How are we sleeping? What do we sleep with? Or I guess you tell me. What am if you're not sleeping? What am I sleeping on?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
an all black Air Force One that just looks.
It's the materials, and there was only like 5,600 pairs.
That's where you're
So it was hyped. It was limited. The quality on those were absolutely crazy. Amamanier, that's one of those boutiques, Atlanta. We've talked about them before. I think it's a nice product, but for us to wear them, it's more of my shoe. That's not a loud shoe like you would wear.
Right.
So that's definitely a Dal shoe. But I like the limited availability, the box, the packaging, the quality materials are great. But again, I'm not a Force guy. So I tried to get it so I could sell it, make some money on the Most Unemployed podcast, but I took the L and couldn't get it. So
5,000 pairs, dude.
5,600.
Is that the black and white?
They're like all black. The black and white, or it's like black and gray, or the mid. Have you seen the black and gray? The mid ones? The mids look fire to me.
Yeah, you're more of
The
a mid
mids
guy.
are the ones I'd rock with. The lows, I can't rock with the lows, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the mids are super sick. Did those mids, were those dropping too?
Yeah, they both dropped.
Yeah, dude, the mids is what I'd rock.
That would've been the play?
5,000 pairs though. Were they same limited mids and lows?
I think so. Yeah.
Same kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. So he said details, super quality, suede.
Yep.
Midsole, iridescent. Yeah,
Is this the highs?
Yeah, those are the mids.
those are the mids.
Yeah,
dude.
they don't make a high. They just made a mid. In
The mids are those are the ones
Says
that
Air
I.
Force One high.
Oh, it does. Yeah. I guess it is a high.
Oh, we call them mids.
They look like a mid
I said
to me.
mids. Air Force Ones.
It looked like some mid.
Yeah.
I like those ones the best, dude.
Do you?
Yeah, those are way better than the lows. The lows are just like all restaurant.
Was that more horsehair on the
restaurants.
check?
Oh yeah, dude, that's goat's ass on the check for sure. It looks real nice.
Oh,
But yeah, I like
lows.
the lows. I'm more of a low guy in this, but that's the great thing about us, yin and yang, dog.
Totally
I like the
different.
lows. I don't feel like I'm gonna go cook some shit at Chipotle with those. I think I'm fresh.
I'm
But
fresh.
I couldn't get them.
Are you paying
I tried.
resale?
No, I don't need them like that. I bought them to resell because I just don't need that shoe. But I like the limited availability. But that doesn't mean they're cooler because of that. I just think the materials are great on that shoe. But don't need it.
Are we going after the SB Dunks that are dropping Off-White Dunks? Sorry, jeez.
Oh, the Off-White Dunks. Yeah.
Yes,
Do they have?
Jason Ramirez asking.
Do they actually have a release date? I've been hearing like 23rd. I heard
Same thing.
30th.
Jumping all
I
over.
don't really know. 29th.
I'm definitely going after those. Not that I like
absolutely.
love them, but the Michigan colorway is the pair
Yeah.
I need. It's weird because they got like an Ohio State colorway and a Michigan colorway.
I want the red one.
Yeah,
just
the Ohio
'cause
States.
Not because I'm Ohio State necessarily,
Those
but
are the Ohio State joints. If you want those, you're
but
Ohio
I like
State.
those.
If you want those, if you buy those, if you spend any, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude. I started typing in. I'm looking at the dunks. Do you know which dunks we're talking about with all the straps pulling over,
Yeah.
all weird as hell?
Well, the latest release date I see is the 20th. But
20th.
You're
That's what
seeing
James said.
20th?
James said
God.
20th as well.
Okay,
Yep.
that might be a thing because I saw 23rd, I saw 29th, I saw 30th. Who knows? I'll take the 20th though.
The worst part was what C's was saying about authenticating shoes. I got to run that back. I got to go watch that UN video, Philly Mayor. I
Huh.
didn't see any of that.
I didn't hear what C said.
Oh, really?
Like I said, I only knew just a little bit about it and wanted to watch, Jay's apology or kind of, his little PSA.
He said one Travis Scott 6, one Court Purple, one Yeezy Cloud, one 3.0 shattered backboard. All were fake except the shattered backboard 3.0. C's in the video authenticated all except the Yeezys. And what C's was saying was bad. There you go. That's from the Philly Mayor. Always holding us down. We'll have to go check that out, dude. What else are people asking for? Getting the... Oh, actually, let me go into this really quick. The boost slides. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on to those. Pull them out. Pull them out. Let me see them. I'm excited. Now, you said you were not a slide guy,
Never been.
but you still copped anyway
Yeah.
because you had to see what was going on.
Because I'm a tech guy.
Tech guy.
You know what I mean?
So, have you put these on yet?
Yes.
How do they feel?
Fine. But I don't know what
Yeah.
good feels like.
Right.
Does
What
that
is-
make sense?
Well, no, it doesn't make sense to me at all. What is fine? That's like when I ask my girl, babe, are you mad? I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucking annoyed because I'm like, what? What do you mean you're fine? Are you good? Are you good? Are you in a good mood? Are you not mad? Are you mad? Let me know why you're mad. Let's fix it. What did I do? I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what fine means.
So
what is fine?
So to me, so do I really feel the boost in a slide? Not really. Does it feel spongy? Not really.
So not what Seth Fowler said, because I watched his review
Yeah.
and he said it feels like you're wearing an Ultra Boost version of the slide. He said it feels like you're walking on Boost.
And see, it's hard for me to say that because again, I don't know what slides feel like.
but you know
this-
what Boost feels like, Dallas?
I
You
do,
own
but,
some
but
Ultra
that's a
Boost.
tennis shoe. This is
Okay.
not a tennis shoe. So it's to
Well, I
me,
have
it's not-
I don't know if you want to compare, but I have other slides here.
Do
You
you?
wanna put
From
your
his
foot in there.
review, he said that you can feel it like it's a Boost sneaker. Not in your experience.
I can't.
Okay.
No, I cannot. I could not tell you. Like if I had a blind, not taste test, but a
Slide test.
slide test.
Actually, come here. Get me. Close your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Throw me the other slide. Throw me the other slide right now. All right, this is what we're doing. This is what you brought this on yourself, Dal. You brought this on yourself. You saw that OBJ
right.
grab, didn't you? Bam.
one.
I'm gonna keep my sock on just so it's not weird and gross.
You don't care if I take the tag off this, right?
No, detag it.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you
please
two.
Keep your sock on.
Yeah, keep your sock on.
Somebody did a review with no socks. I don't think that was necessary.
I'm gonna give
That's our boy RJ.
I'm gonna give you two slides. I'm gonna
RJ
give you
Scott.
two slides.
Two
and,
slides.
You need
Oh, okay. Now you put them on the floor.
Actually, maybe Jalal, you should come facilitate this. Sorry, I'm trying to host the show. But this is what I would like to see. I would like to see you slide these under Jalal. Mix them up.
Is it both right? So you want a right and a left?
He's going to put two slides on you. I don't know what they are. You don't know what they are. He's going to put them on your feet, and then I want you to stand up.
I got brand new stance socks on today too. So,
Brand new stance socks.
yeah,
This is good.
and they're really thin. Check out, they're like a dress sock.
Yes, they are.
Real nice.
Everyone in the chat is saying everything
wait.
that everyone's been saying on social media. The cloud foams are more comfortable. That's fine. I don't own the cloud foams. There's a lot of people that don't own the cloud foams. They just want to know what these are. Are these good?
Where's the other one?
Everyone on the internet everyone's doing reviews and comparisons. Are there two on his feet?
Are we just doing? Yeah, give me the other one.
I was gonna do one at a time, but we could. put
Okay,
that-
yeah, let's do
no,
that.
No.
Oh, you don't
Why
do
do you
that?
think one at a time? I think he puts stands up in both of them.
Yeah, give me one and one.
And he says which is which.
All right, go ahead.
So yours are not what? Just to be fair, what kind of sandals are the other ones?
They're cloud foams.
They are the cloud foams.
They are,
Oh
yeah.
my god! After I just talked so much shit, I don't own the cloud foams. That's what everyone I see online. They're comparing them to cloud foams. I'm like, I don't care about the comparison. What do these feel like? These by themselves. That's what I want to know. Now Dow's doing a comparison, and he's saying he couldn't feel the boost the other day.
Well, I
now
think
he's in cloud
It
foams.
would be pretty obvious if it was a different type of slide.
Right.
Like if it was like a Nike slide.
Well, that's what I'm getting. That's why I hate. That's what makes me annoyed that people are hating on the Boost slide, because they're hating on the Boost slide based off of how it compares to Cloud. They're not hating on the Boost slide because of
On its own.
the Boost slide is shitty. That's what drives me nuts, because I'm like, guys, you're missing me here. I don't have the other one. Just tell me what this is.
right.
What do you?
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. He's got his eyes closed, look like Stevie Wonder in this bitch, stepping back and forth, dancing. Okay, go. What do we have here?
Okay, so
Get him his chair. Make sure he
So-
doesn't injure himself.
yeah,
we
so-
don't have workers' comp insurance here.
So here's what I feel. So the right shoe or the right slide is definitely more stiff. It's more I don't want to say supportive, but it's a harder feel.
Okay.
The one on the left, however, is more spongy. Like I feel like it's almost like memory foam. Like when a memory foam bed, when you hop in that, it kind of just hugs around your curves. When memory foam kind of gets hard, the foam hardens a little bit, right? And when it's warm, you just kind of sink into it. And you can feel it squishy. So the left one is squishy. I think the left one is more comfortable. The right one is going to be more supportive, a little harder. I would rock the left. I like the left better just because it's like a memory foam. It's like your foot can just fall into it and just.
All right, he lied to you. We don't have any cloud foam in the studio. He has some basic ass Payless slides, and he has some Boost slides.
Okay.
Which is which? Which is the basic Payless slide?
All
Which
right,
is the Boost
don't
slide?
stop. Don't stop.
You're stomping. You're messing up the
Oh,
cameras.
sorry.
You're messing up. The cameras.
I think.
Tough, right?
Yeah, I think the right one is probably the Boost slide, and the left one is the Payless slide.
It's because of the grip. He knew because of the grip, not the comfort. He's sliding his foot back and forth on the grip. Dallas, well done. You have
Yeah.
joined the community of internet. You think the cloud foam slides are better than the Boost slides?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Yes,
so
I do.
The boost slides are trash. Don't waste your money on them.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Tell people out there in the audience.
And this is Jalal now. He's a slide guy. I don't wear slides, but the boost slides are definitely supportive. They're more structured. There's more to them. But
These are bad.
Dude.
Wow.
You know what? The boost slides are bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely supportive, so
Yeah.
it's more of a supportive slide. I guess you could like kind of be running around doing errands in them. I like slides for comfort, just lounging and stuff.
These are not for
But
lounging.
These are for getting something done, but they're
That's
just
why
not,
they
they're just
came
not
out
comfortable.
discounted on Adidas. When
I think they
first
had
dropped.
to. There is absolutely no way that knowing what I know now, because again, I don't even have any slides. I have the Kiss slides, but I don't wear them. I just bought them because of the art piece. Knowing what I know now and being able to try on 2 different slides and that are essentially the cream of the crop, right? Oh, dude, the cloud foams is where I'd be 100%. I think the internet is correct. Dude, you could probably slide that boost slide on. I mean, I know it's a 10, but I bet you can fit your foot in there.
It's all right.
You want to try it?
The people have spoken.
Yeah. It's cloud foam for me.
You say, if he says, if the internet says, everyone's...
It's cloud
good.
foam.
And now you guys are giving me a better... you're letting me know. The boost slide is really... Jalal just said, not in comparison to the cloud foam. Not by itself, it's not good. It's just not...
Yeah.
You wouldn't pay money for this
Oh yeah, that was before I
thinking
even
you're
put
going to
the
get
other one
comfort,
on.
right? Right. That's what I was wondering. Would you buy... So it sounds to me like everything everyone else is saying is super different than what Seth Fowler
Yeah.
is saying.
I agree. And Hess Kick liked his as well, but I would disagree with both of them. I think, what is the bottoms of your foams? Do you have any traction?
So there's definitely less traction.
So traction. So I think there's obviously more
Yeah, let's
traction
see.
on these joints.
Cloud foams.
So these almost look like the AM4s bottoms,
Yeah.
the traction pads a little bit. So definitely a hell of a lot more traction.
Mixed with Ultra Boost.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for
Mixed
sure.
with like an Ultra Boost outsole.
Yeah, I would still compare it to those Ultra Boost AM4s.
Okay.
That's the traction pad.
But
looks like.
still slick though. Like
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Still slick, but like super slick
Not
on
slick
these.
on that. Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
traction on these. So if I have to find any parts that are like good, the padding, check the padding out. They actually put memory foam in the part that goes over your foot. Feel that. Feel the inside of that. That feels foamy and
yeah.
spongy.
Yeah.
That might so the bottom, the traction pad, and the foam that they have that goes over your foot that straps you in, I think are probably the 2 best parts of the boost slide. Outside of that, the comfort, no. Cloud foam beats the hell out of it.
Yeah, dude, I don't
Interesting.
Well, let me dead the music here really quick and just drop a bomb on everyone. It's not actually a bomb. Jalal, I got you a pair of these for Christmas.
Oh, sick.
I don't wear slides. No, not that sick. Because you just said they're the biggest pile of shit. And that's why Dallas looked at me. Right when you put them on, he did this in his chair. He just turned to me with that face. And
He asked me the other day,
goes,
like, what's your size in slides, man? No, dude, I was going to buy these from Dallas anyways, though. So that's still a pretty sick gift.
No, it's not a sick gift. I got you them for Christmas. They're at the crib, and I'm returning them now.
No, I want them.
You don't need them.
I want them.
You can buy cloud foam.
Because here's what I was just going to say. Cloud foam is more comfortable. But like I said, I think if you're doing errands all day and you're running around in slides, the Boost are going to be better for that. They're just not as comfortable.
If you're doing
But
errands and stuff,
if I know I'm going to be out all day, I'm not wearing these. I literally like bring these here to the studio.
Right.
And then just wear them around the studio. I'm not running around doing errands and slides.
But the boost slides,
Would you do errands in the boost
Yeah,
slides?
because there's more traction, less comfort for sure. But I still want them. I was gonna literally buy them off of him if he didn't want them.
All right, well,
Do you need 2
Do
pairs?
not return them.
thanks for making me feel better about my gift.
my question is to
That's
you.
not even just to make you feel better. I really
Yeah.
want them. So
Do you need 2 pairs?
no.
Dude, I'm not even buying my girl a Christmas gift this year.
Dang,
We're
that's
not
sick,
even
man.
doing Christmas gifts. And that's just how I buy gifts, though. Me and Dal, we've talked about that before. Dal knows how I am. If I see some shit that reminds me of someone, one of my homies, one of my family members, someone I know or someone I care about, and I see something that reminds me of them, I just pick it up.
Right.
I was in Philly a couple years ago. One of the dudes I used to work with at the tattoo shop, they had this cool Bob Ross thing. He was all into Bob Ross, super loved Bob Ross. I don't know why.
That's sick.
I just bought him this little Bob Ross like pin because I just see that's how I like to give
It's
gifts.
always better that way instead of being
It
like,
is.
oh, it's Christmas. I got to buy all these people gifts.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
if you see something that's
So I
worth
saw it, dude. I was like, man, Jalal wears slides every day in the studio. Every
so
time
funny.
I've ever been to his house, he's in slides. He steps out to meet me, get a pair of shoes. He's in slides.
Yeah.
Like, he's always wearing slides. So I was like, I'm going to get this man a pair of slides. These are going to be the most comfortable slides of his life. He's going to be excited. I used the code CYBER. I saved some money. And then
Sick.
you guys just
I
saw
just
what
shit
happened
on
here.
it.
Yeah, we just tore all of that down.
No, I still definitely appreciate it 100%, and I'm super excited to get them.
Just use the code underrated and put some Hefe Lux insoles in the boost slides.
Okay.
That's from Fail Beast. I can't even take credit for that.
Nice.
Shout out to Fail Beast. A new segment. We need you to try. We need to do this with the new Yeezy slides. Neighborhood. New segment.
Did you see those just came out? They look like some German,
Yes.
German shoes.
Awful.
They were bad, but I bet
Awful.
they're comfy.
Bathroom slippers.
Bathroom slippers. Yeah. They just look.
Philby says you got to call them what we call them here in Australia, thongs.
I've heard. You heard of flip flops called thongs before? I have.
Isn't that the ones with the
The ones that go between your
Between the teeth.
between the toe. They're not slides. They're thongs.
Well, I can't do those.
That's why those are called thongs,
I'm
bud.
not
They go in
wearing no
between your
thongs,
toes.
man.
Dude, I
I'm out on
wore
that.
I wore those for like a half day one time. I was at a water park because like I just didn't want to be barefoot because that concrete's so hot.
Yes.
Dude, that thing that goes in between your toes
Hurts.
Dude, my toes were so sore the next day.
I remember my mom tried to put me in some of those as a little kid. I was like, get out of here. These are the worst. I'm never wearing those again.
Yeah, no shit.
Superman flip flops. Get those out of here. Renzo, Cloud Foam is $9 on Adidas. Go get your Xmas presents, people. There you go, Renzo. I like it.
$9.
$9, dude. Why would you ever buy what I just bought if you can get?
They keep discounting them too. Like I see them on sale so many times. I've gotten like 4 pairs.
Oh,
I have
really?
I have like a pink pair. I got a black pair.
Then
a
why
white
do you need
pair.
these? Why do you need the?
I'm just
the
a
boost
slide
ones?
connoisseur.
Wow.
You better sell them the Kith Coke ones then.
I know, man. Jeez.
You can compare the Yeezy slides to jail slides, Philly Mayor. I bet you they are the same quality. The dunks,
Yes.
Viotech dunks. Are we going after those? Goat James is asking.
The color.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the color palette's cool, dude. I remember seeing a picture of Robin Williams wearing the OG Viotechs with like a Vape button up. That Robin Williams dude had so much swag. I love that guy, man. But for me, the Viotechs, they're a little too much. They're a little too loud. I'm out for those.
He had a Vape button up on?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's fire.
Robin Williams had sick swag, dude.
He was in the game. Huh?
Oh yeah.
In the game. Do you think those are going to go crazy resale?
Not crazy.
Resale's
resale.
crazy right now.
Yeah. No, I don't think once they come out. But again, I don't know numbers, limited availability, that type of stuff. I think the quality is going to be awesome on them. For me, they're just too loud. It's just not something I want to wear. That's clown shit written all over it for me. Or like Children's Hospital. I don't know why I think of a Children's Hospital when I look at those. Maybe it's on some kid shit. I don't know. I just they're just
To
not
each
me.
their own. Yeah,
they're just
man.
not me. That's all. So I'm out on those.
I agree with you. They remind me of the Blue the Great mids. And I
yeah.
told you I was out on those because they look like puppet face. They look like they're made out of puppet skin.
Yeah.
Skin. Damn it, I did it again. They look like they're made out of puppet material. And it just doesn't do anything for me. I'm gonna go after them though.
Yeah.
See if I can flip them.
Well, shoot, I will too,
I
man.
think they'll have resale value. But
If I
don't
can
know.
gauge the resale and it makes sense, oh, absolutely. We've got to make money here. somehow.
T-Mobile said he thinks they will resell out, and then resale looks pretty high so far.
Well, if it is, don't worry. I'll be trying to get them.
GoldenEye. Oh, yeah, made it. What up, fools? GoldenEye, what's going on? GoldenEye is somebody to speak to. What's resale going to be like on these joints?
Yeah.
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye, can you put us on some game
Put us
here?
on some game, bro. Def out on those lows, he said. Said he was outie.
What about the resale?
Yeah, what about resale, GoldenEye? Are you reselling those? You know what? I thought the ones that I know they weren't crazy limited. The joints that dropped today, I thought they would be higher, but I know they're not high.
No, they're not,
That's
dude.
crazy.
I can get them for $150 plus ship, I think, on most StockX Goat. So
We got to move. Beyonce Adidas collab finally dropping. Mm-hmm. What did she drop? Is it a pair of sneakers? What is it here? Let me see.
yeah, there's a little bit of a connection. Yeah. So Beyonce reveals sneak peek at Ivy Park Adidas merchandise line. So what we have is we have a onesie that's like maroon, orange stripes on it, which again for me, I don't need that. The shoe, however, I think is pretty sick. Oh yeah.
Is that
I had to show.
what about the hair? Is that
Sorry, I don't see the hair. What hair?
There goes the
Ivy
onesie
Park.
if you can focus on it.
a onesie?
What hair? Hair. I don't see the hair.
That's funny.
Man. I don't know what to say.
Can you pull it off the screen so Dow can do the show? Dow can't even do the show. I can't even do the show. He got paralyzed.
Oh, this is the last picture. That's why I wouldn't.
Dang,
go
you
to
can't
the
see
right.
that.
He got
All right,
paralyzed.
How about let's? How about some of the jewelry? What do you know about Ivy Park as a grill? Check it out on the
I
screen.
saw that. Yeah, it looks good.
Jalal, being the jeweler.
I'm gonna have to skip past the jewelry pretty quickly here. Just
Okay. What about this shoe, man? I kind of like this shoe, dude. I think this looks really good. You can see Ivy Park written on the orange there. You see the Ivy Park on the tongue tab. Tongue tab looks a little bit like some leathery goodness on there. It looks like the Samba tongue, which is pretty cool. So I used to wear a lot of soccer shoes, but that braid in the back is what throws me off. That's what
I need to
makes me
see the back view.
Yeah.
That's why I like the
shoe.
Samba upper. I like the Samba tongue. The midsole looks a little Puma creeper for me.
It looks a little tall.
Yeah, exactly.
It
That's
looks
what
a little
I mean.
tall for me.
Not necessarily in the with the ridges on it, but just the height. It looks Puma creeperish in height. But
I think
not bad.
The color
Not
palette
bad.
to me is very neutral.
I like
and
it.
it has a little bit of pop on it with that orange. I think that color palette of that shoe is phenomenal. I really like that shoe.
I like it a lot.
So I'd love to see that in person. So I'm very, very interested in the shoe. The jewelry, however, because Ivy Park, I don't even really know what that means. I don't know I don't know the backstory on that because it's early still because these pictures just leaked this morning. So as they talk a little bit more about the collab and things,
Yeah,
come
it's not
out,
till January. We got time.
then it will tell me a little bit of story and maybe it makes more sense. But right now, for me, obviously the onesie I'm out, but this shoe,
For that reason,
this shoe I'm interested in. That's what I would say.
Pretty subtle Ivy Park branding for it being Beyonce.
Yeah, no doubt.
I would think they would have just
Gone
slapped that
crazy
across
with it.
the side. Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
With the Beehive, I think all this stuff sells out. We don't even have a chance. The Bayhive is going to buy
the
it all.
Beehive, yeah. Your Supreme hat.
Yes.
Let's move.
The
Move
Ushanka.
along. What is it called? Ushanka?
I think so.
Ushanka.
Ushanka hat.
Ushanka hat.
So,
There it is.
Dude, check out
Ivan,
the quality. Look at that.
you.
Look at the diamonds on the inside, like the diamond plate stitching.
Nice.
Sick, right?
Yes, this is.
Minimal Supreme branding, Supreme tag here, Supreme kind of button on the front.
I love that high class Supreme.
Oh, looks
branding.
good though, right?
The one that's in like.
Looks like from the 70s. Looks like your old Coors brewery shirts.
Yeah. Or like the inside of like a cigarette lighter pack or like. Dude, everything about this hat, every aspect of this thing reminds me of like the back of an old Cadillac.
Yeah.
This is how the seat felt. This is how the seat felt on the headrest. This was how the seat felt on the actual seat.
Yeah.
This
So you didn't get too
tag
sweaty.
right here, kind of somewhere on the upholstery. Like this reminds me of dude, this is great, man.
Let me put her on. See what you think.
Yeah, I want to see you in this.
I'll leave it with the flaps up.
Yeah. Let's see.
So it's more Russian, Ukrainian. And then, oh man, look at all them grays, dog. It's not
Looks
good.
good.
Not good. All right.
A lot of salt in there.
Let me fix this tag here. Gotta make this straight here.
Look at
That's
you,
fire.
bud. Where are you wearing that at? Nice. Way to stand out of the photo. And way to shake the hell out of the cameras.
Yeah, no doubt, right? All right, check this out though.
Let me
Put
see.
the flaps down. Let's get a little wild.
That's yeah.
I think
Shitter's full.
That's definitely the move.
Yeah, that's
Flaps down.
where are you wearing that at?
Wherever, man.
Are you wearing that boarding this week?
Yeah, when we go up with Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear this.
We are hitting the mountains this week. Keep it locked to the socials. I will be posting Dal Palantonio riding in this bad boy this weekend
Dude.
or this week. Could you do the show like that?
Let's see.
Can you hear anything?
Can't hear much.
You can't. How does it go? How's the feel inside though?
Oh,
Soft?
dude, super soft.
Yeah, it looks so soft, dude.
You could put this on your head because you've bald. Like it's probably got to feel
Yeah.
pretty good on your head.
Oh, it looks
Warm?
nice, guy.
Yeah, it's super warm.
Looks really, really
Nice.
good.
Thank you, man. I'm really happy to have it.
Are you gonna wear it anywhere?
Just snowboarding
Oh, sorry, I was reading the comments.
like this.
You look straight
I
out
don't
of
think.
Moscow, dog.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't think up is the move.
You don't
Look
think
like
this is play?
Dow the Great.
Dow the Great.
Well, yeah, I could probably do it this way now.
No.
Almost doesn't reach.
Yeah, it's a little bit messed up. Nice shit. Yeah, shitter's full. There you go, Dow. Flaps down's the look.
Shitter's full.
Everyone agreeing. Hard to gauge on the resale of those Dunk lows because we don't have stock numbers yet. Good to know. All right, man. Lastly, let's finish up this. We'll go into YouTube comments to get out of here. What do we got here? What time are we at on time? Jeez, we're running long today.
2:13.
Damn it. Let's show these very, very quickly. And I just got these back from the homie Hugh Customs.
Oh, I've been waiting for these.
Dude, these are fresh, man. He did a custom on my Eddie Huang Ultra Boost. If you guys watched the vlog,
The Chinese New Year's.
we finally got them back, bro. There they are.
Ooh.
There they are.
All their glory.
The Adidas Ultra Boost Eddie Huang Nice Kicks. Customized by Hugh Customs, dude. Really ill.
That looks real good, man.
I got to check with Hugh Customs to see if I can get you guys another code. But we're working on that. If you guys are looking to get something similar done to your Eddie Huangs, man, you got a pair of Huangs laying around. You want to get these joints done up like that. He'll give them the Nice Kicks tie-dye, the Nice Kicks NMD tie-dye job.
Mm-hmm.
Really ill. You remember the Nice Kicks NMDs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
So
just wondering how he did that. He got even below the flaps.
yeah, dude. He went serious on these. Back behind the cage, everything.
Does it pull up?
Here,
Like
you
if
can
you
see.
unlace it?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Pull up.
The
you
cage
pull
comes
up?
up. Oh, yeah. You can get underneath there a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably just unlaced them, folded the cages down. They look great, though, huh?
Those are sick.
Yeah.
Great.
I think they turned out pretty good, dude.
Yeah, great job. So hopefully I can get you guys a code if you guys want to do yours, and save a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's cool. How long was the process?
When I sent them
Timing-wise,
to I probably waited 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month.
That ain't bad.
And actually, he shipped them back already, but they shipped them all the way back to his place because he didn't put the unit number.
Oh,
which is
no
probably
doubt.
my bad, yeah.
Ah,
So
jeez.
they shipped him all the way back, and he was like, oh, what the hell? And then, he didn't put the unit number. So it took me longer to get him back than I should have, but I think realistically 3 weeks to a month.
Gotcha.
Pretty dope, man.
Dude,
That's
this
cool, man.
Custom game is big. I heard.
I know. We'll
who's
drop
that?
a video on these, so if you want to see a detailed look, I'll give you guys a detailed look at them. We'll drop a video.
I heard an interview with the shoe surgeon. He was talking about his business and just scaling it, and he has a bunch of employees and all that. I had no idea it was that big. I thought he was just doing it.
Well, here's what I'd ask. Do you think the fact that the NFL, real quick, is helping the customization? Because obviously you saw the custom cleats that all the athletes were wearing yesterday, right? For the Cleats for Cause. Do you think some of these organizations like the NBA allowing, a lot more opportunity to wear what you want, and now, the NFL with the cleats and the customization for the cause, do you think that's bringing customization back? Because customization died for a little bit, in my opinion. Do you remember Seth Fowler Customs?
Yes.
And then losing and then leaving that, and then with the shoe surgeon doing all his classes, do you think it's back? Do you think it's back better than it's
back,
ever?
yes, in a different way, in a fully customizable way.
Okay.
I think customizing back in the day before the shoe surgeon or before people were actually deconstructing the shoes, it was more just painting. I think that's gone away a little bit, and I think that maybe it's still a little bit of that's coming back, but I feel like the real customizers are the cats that are undoing the leather, undoing the stitching, redoing shit. And not to say he had to undo anything on these, but still pretty unique, different than just painting the shoe a little bit. You know what I mean? As far as dyeing the prime knit, the process.
Props to the people that do that whole process, because even painting, like I painted my Game Royals.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a process. Just painting, putting the tape on the sides, making
Taping
sure
it off,
paint bleed.
Well, now using all these great materials, backward swooshes, making things look deconstructed. Yeah, it's a whole different world now. So
happy to have him, man. Shout out to my guy Hugh Customs for coming through. Like I said, keep it locked for the socials. I'll give you guys a code on these as soon as I can get one for you. And yeah, man, I think that's kind of good to wrap up sneakers and fashion there, don't you think?
you bet.
We pretty good on that. Yep. Just finish out with a couple YouTube comments. Actually, damn, dude, I can't. Should we get out of here? Should we do the YouTube comments?
Why don't we do a couple?
All right. It's been. I don't think we got a crazy amount,
Do the highlights.
but I don't want to. I don't want to short anyone, man. Damn it, just got a little too crazy with the time. It's my bad. Supposed to be responsible for the clock. Status Serigraph update. Hit the McDonald's chicken sandwich this weekend. All in all, not bad sandwich, but it's pretty much a ripoff of the Chick-fil-A sand, though. I'd say if you had a choice, Chick-fil-A is much better, but if you're at a McD It's probably one of the better things on the menu and definitely an upgrade from the previous chicken sandwich. Interesting.
Good overview.
I think that...
Should we go try it? We got a McDonald's right here.
No, he said it's not out.
It's only in select cities.
You're
Remember
right,
those
you're right.
couple?
Houston and-
Tennessee, something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, my aunt. Great cast as always. Have to give a shout out to Jalal's camera work, bringing up the slides of topics as they're being talked about. Give so much more value to the listeners. Dallas, try washing your Woodstock shorts with Color Catcher by Shout, that little sheet, Color Catcher, for your first wash, and then for your first wash for sure, and then occasionally with other washes, it'll help keep the colors bright.
Dope.
Big congratulations for being in the top 1,000 podcasts. Keep up the fire with 4 fire emojis and 2 dynamite sticks.
That's huge. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Alberta. SWC53 got the Nice Kicks OGs and some shorts. Missed out on the black pair. Mm-hmm. Oops, my bad. Oh, SWC. You're my guy.
Sorry, Ro.
Bro, I got to give you a real there. There you go. My bad, bro. Knew that was going to happen. Guragna, y'all really are supremely underrated. I'm going to be the Don one of these days and support you fools. Signed up for the SNS Jordan 1 raffle, too. Thanks for the info. Let's see how it goes. Keep rocking, fellas.
Nice.
Ragna, congratulations on the DraftKings this week. Thank you for the donations, man. Thank you for offering to be the Don. The Don wouldn't even have to be paying any damn money. We can't make any shots.
That's true.
6, Yo Dow, create a My Choice UPS account for real-time tracking of your shipments. Example, Palace, Supreme, etc. Those screenshots also assist in non-ship refund claims that should arise. There you go.
Already did. Just did
like
this
you
weekend.
would already be a My Choice member.
Yeah. I actually did just this weekend.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy.
It's kind of cool because you could change the delivery too.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can go in there before they deliver it and change it to go in here instead of the house.
That's tight.
Bang, bang.
So Dunn did it.
And lastly, DL Kicks. You guys should bring Dirty Earn in for an interview. You saw me tweet Dirty Earn. I tweeted him with that. I just screenshotted it and tweeted it to him. I was like, "Yo, Dirty Earn, what are you doing, bro? What are we doing?" So that's the YouTube comments from last week, man. If you guys would like us to mention your comment, make sure you leave one in the comments below. We get to those at the end of every show. And if you're new to the show, we do it live, man. I still get asked. I don't know when you guys are live. It's every week, noon to 2 p.m.-ish, Mondays and Thursdays. Every Monday and Thursday. So thank you guys for coming through. Thank you to everybody that came through in the chat today, adding some topics to our show. Also, the few of you that donated to the show today, thank you guys, man. I know it's holiday season. I know money's tight out there. You guys are buying gifts for the family, doing that kind of stuff. So a big shout out and a big thank you to you guys for donating to the stream. We really appreciate you guys because we are here for you. We're here doing the show for you weekly. Anything more you guys want to add to it?
I would say to just let people, if you got any like sneakers and stuff you want us to look at, send it to us during the week. Like you can just shoot us a DM or just mention us in something. So that way I'll just have it all prepared.
And we can just have it up ready to go, talk about it on the show. Yeah, I like that.
Also, real quick, Supreme this week, box logo bandanas on their way this Thursday. So stay locked.
Box logo bandanas.
GoldenEye, send us some DMs. Let us know how we can acquire a box logo bandana. Thank you, sir.
Oh shit! Did we get my man Yee through $3.99 down? I didn't even see that. Shout out to Thomas Yee.
Oh yeah.
Let me
the Yee man.
Thank you, bro. Get that
shooting or my shooting?
Hit the shot, Dow. Come on, man. Knock this down. We need to stop messing around. Knock it down. Hey, there we go.
Got him.
The show. Dow
Fadeaway jumper.
Good way to end it.
Nice job, Dow. And that, with that shot going down, with all that being said, please click the like button after we finish the stream here, man. Just close out and click the like on your way out. We appreciate you guys listening. As always, in the meantime, in between time, you get yours, I'll get mine, and we'll see you fools Thursday.